Hello,
La
hello.
la 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 la.
Awesome. I still only have one. I'm trying to get a second one.
I love my 3. They're so good.
Nice.
Yes.
Oh, Frog, we might have 2 new people watching the stream tonight. I told my parents about it. My mom's like, I might watch y'all play.
Oh
I told,
Lord.
well, no, I told Frog before. My mom thinks it's pretty cool,
Uh-huh.
and she's like a closet nerd, so she she might be watching.
Well, once that stream gets up, I need to. Okay, it's up. I'm sending the link to my logo to some LGSs.
Hey, Frog, I hate to interrupt. I really do. I'm getting a phone call from that job I applied to, and I need to answer it. All right. All right. Okay, I'm back.
Am I here too? Okay, give me half a moment. Why can't I access my character sheet? Oh, there it goes. Come on. Perception. Constitution. Copy that. Why aren't you doing the thing? There we go.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yes, I have dark vision out to 60 feet. Okay. Asher's going to be a little groggy waking up. And when he sees his friends on the wall, he's going to be, very upset. And then when he sees the orc, he's going to kind of freeze a little bit and have a lot of emotions flood in. And just
Not to interject, but is Thalia unconscious as well? Okay. Gotcha.
if I look around, do I see anything? Can I try and see anything other than you described? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. But any sign of the hag? Okay. If I can, I'm gonna try and test how tightly I'm restrained. If I can try and slip a hand out or something. Stuck. Nope. That other one was nice. Okay. Yeah. I don't know what everyone else is going to be doing, but Asher's still going to be trying to, like, the whole time trying to get out of there. He does not want to be tied up, like, restrained again. Oh,
Hey.
how many hit points do I have, Frog? When we left, I was at 0. 1 hit point? Okay, just that way I can keep track of it.
Actually, Frog Rookie, didn't I already pass this test when we ended last week? So I don't even have to. Okay. I'm gonna test the shackles real quick. See how good they are. Ew. Yeah, I guess I'm just kind of stuck here, huh?
She is going to... I'm still, like, bound in the X pattern, correct? Gotcha. Thalia is... As soon as she feels that cold air all across her, she's going to scream and, like, try to pull at her binds. And, she's going to insist that nobody, look at her. Not necessarily because of the nakedness, but because of the, her religious significance. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Gotcha. Can I attempt to cast Sacred Flame on the chains that bind me? If you wish. Yes. It's not cute. Yeah. Okay. Clearly out of my reach, correct? The bags. Okay. Okay.
Let me mute everybody and let me get on the stream. And see, because it's kind of difficult to tell between between all everybody talking on Discord and all that. Okay. Frog, it is definitely you. No, like it sounds like two chipmunks arguing.
Oh, it's we had the problem with last night in the group chat.
I need to restart my computer real quick, guys, so give me half a moment.
Unacceptable.
I know. I do apologize, but it has to happen.
Check 1 2. Check it now. Tell me if it's much better.
Okay.
It's because I plugged in a video camera recently and it fucked with all my audio defaults. That should be better now. Damn, this whole time? That sucks.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
All right, cool. All right, sorry about that, guys. So while Thalia is resetting his computer, or her computer, yeah, whatever. When Thalia gets back, in the meantime, Myth. Myth, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, so you come to next. Do you have dark vision? I don't think you do you?
No, I do not.
You see a little trail of light coming into the room through the ceiling. It shines a little bit on Asher's leg. Occasionally you'll see dust breaking through that ray of light as steps from above knock it loose and it kind of filters down. You can't quite see anything, but you feel something crawling over your neck and it kind of tickles a little bit.
It's just kind of going to do that, like shuddering kind of jolt kind of thing. Like I don't really know how to describe it outside of like when you fall asleep, but you think you're falling, you jolt back up. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, absolutely. You do
Okay,
so. Yeah, you do so. All on your scales, you feel it still crawling around, and eventually it makes its way up to just to the side of your chin. And it seems to just stay put as it tickles your face.
Just going to kind of like try to like mash my chin to my shoulder, I guess, on it. Try to figure out what the hell it is and get it off.
Absolutely. You do so, and you feel a slight crunch. And as you peel your face back, you could feel a slight drip kind of lingering. Kind of like if you ever drink milk and you could feel it on your lips, but if you don't wipe it off, it's annoying. You kind of feel that same feeling.
I'm on my phone right now.
That's okay. You feel that on your face, but just on the side of your chin instead.
Okay. After that, Miss going kind of like groggily go, "Bloody hell! What happened? Last thing I remember is taking a drink and eating food. What is he's trying to like figure out what happened? I don't know if I recall anything from being the piglet or not. So.
Oh, you would retain the piglet's memories, absolutely.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. I guess Myth's just going to try to look around and kind of go, "Where the hell are we?"
Absolutely. You hear all that for those that are awake. That takes us to... Who is not awake yet? Kane. I believe you're not awake yet. I believe you're the last one. So, Kane, hearing this dragonborn speaking, you become coherent and conscious as you open your eyes up slowly, and your eyes dilate to that slight gleam of light that's reflecting onto Asher's legs.
Oh, God. I got a headache. Oh, what happened? Last thing I remembered. Oh, God, we just killed that hag. And now I'm naked. Chained to the wall. Oh, crap, we got our asses kicked.
Yeah, we're fucked and all tied up
Well,
somewhere.
I wouldn't say we're fucked, but we're definitely tied up in a basement in this hag's cottage or house. It's in a tree.
All my struggling hasn't done anything, has it, Frog?
Nope.
Other than being sore.
How tight are these cuffs around us?
Right to your skin. It's almost as if someone took metal bindings and used your wrist as a guide. Meaning each one of your cuffs are skin tight.
So I couldn't dislocate my thumb and just kind of wiggle my hand free.
Negative, unfortunately. It's literally it's tight enough where it would just be cutting off circulation, but it's not.
Okay. All right. Well,
How long
this
have
is a
we been
pickle.
tied up?
Say again?
How long have we been tied up now?
You guys do not know.
Ever since we've been awake?
You've been awake roughly, everybody combined, let's just say an hour.
Okay.
That means we got a short rest.
Not in this case.
Not in this case.
In fact, all you guys feel very tired.
All right.
I mean, you guys all did suffer a good degree of hypothermia.
Kane will initially just try to pull, try and pull his bindings, off the wall.
Sure. Go ahead and give me athletics at disadvantage.
Let's do this. Oh, hold on. My potion would have worn off. Real quick. Make sure I got the modifiers. All right.
You struggle and pull. You pull with enough force that you feel the metal binding slightly scathe your skin as you try to pull with force.
All right. That's on there pretty tight.
All right, you all are in a position where you can speak with each other. Once again, it's fairly dark here, so whoever has dark vision, you can see in black and white. For those who don't, all you could really get your eyes to focus on is this ray of light that's shining on Asher's leg.
So right now, me and Iridian are the only ones that can see. Man.
Iridian still seems to be passed out. He's
still passed out.
Well, he's in and out. He's moaning.
Yeah.
But he's not doing too well.
Yeah.
Already did get the worst of it.
Yeah. So I'll kind of tell everybody what I can see. Not very well. Kind of avoiding looking at the orc beside me right now.
Who's also not moving.
Yeah. I'm just trying to focus on keeping my friends alive. And after a little bit, Asher's actually just going to mumble a prayer under his breath.
Let's see. Well, I'm open to suggestions for anybody that might have them.
From upstairs, you hear, you sound like you're awake. And you kind of hear walking upstairs, going to the side, and you see light begin to form in a particular angle of the of the room you're in, almost as if it's a staircase coming down. By candlelight, you see the light begin to kind of illuminate more. As this creature or this thing enters the room, you recognize it as Anatole in all her disgusting glory. I will put her token on the board just so you guys at least get a visual of what we're looking at here.
Anatole, lovely to see you again.
You stay quiet. And she kind of takes her fingers and does that zip it kind of thing, and your mouth closes. You try to open your mouth again, almost as if it's being forced shut.
Once his brow's mouth, Kane just kind of rolls his eye and nod.
She starts laughing as she walks around the room. She goes to on the other side of where you guys are chained up. I don't know whose microphone is going nuts right now, but yeah, try to deal with that, please.
Is that me?
I don't know. I'm not watching Discord for the activations. Just if you think it's you, then so be it. So as she goes to the other side, she's kind of dragging her feet, kind of giggles. She goes to a drawer and she opens it up. You hear the rattling of metal as she opens up this drawer. She then roots around in it as you hear her sifting through things. She holds up a black glassed dagger. And she begins to walk closer to you guys. She looks over at Thalia. And she approaches Thalia.
I'm gonna try and get her attention.
You're welcome to try.
I am like deliberately looking away from her, but I'm also like visibly distressed by being completely uncovered.
Hey. Goddamn, now I gotta think what I'm gonna say. Asher's gonna start trying to thrash around on the against the chains, and just yell at her name was Anatole.
Yes.
Anatole, leave my friends alone. God damn it, I can't think of anything to say right now. I'm gonna do something to try and get her attention. I just can't think of what I was gonna say.
Well, you better think of something, because her attention right now is on Thalia.
I'm just gonna start. I'm gonna yell out her name and just kind of start kind of insulting her a little bit, like calling her an ugly bitch, and to leave my friends alone.
Okay.
And, see what happens.
Why don't you roll a performance?
All right. The one time I get tongue-tied. Performance with a -1. A 5.
Okay. She stops looking at Thalia for just a moment and looks to you. Loose with your tongue, this one. I got just the thing for you. She kind of goes to one of the jars on the wall, opens it up, sticks her hand in, and pulls out what looks to be this kind of I'm not going to say it's tar, because it's not. I don't want it to be confused with the other element that we're dealing with here, but it's almost like a slime ball of sorts. And she comes up to you and kneels next to you. She says, "This will teach you to speak out of turn," and she slams it into your mouth, shutting you up.
Okay. Kind of like a really dark molasses color.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
It begins to harden as it fills up your mouth and kind of dribbles off your cheek. Think of one of those like those charcoal masks kind of situation, but also on the inside of your mouth. As it solidifies, it almost makes a perfect forming of your mouth, sealing it shut. And then she takes her black obsidian knife and she gives you a slight slice on your cheek. Hope you've learned your lesson.
I'm just gonna wink at her.
Then she stands up and goes back to Thalia. She approaches you, Thalia, and gets close enough where you can smell her breath. It smells of the most rancid, disgusting thing. As she's talking to you, you see missing teeth and partially yellow and half rotten as she's holding her candlelight next to you as well. Her skin, oily, bumpy, scratched up, very, very foul. She takes her free hand as she puts the candle kind of on the floor to the side a little bit. She holds the dagger kind of up to your throat, takes her other hand and begins to kind of slide it down the side of your face. You're pretty.
I start to pray underneath my breath for just, I don't know. She's so distraught about not being covered. It's like that's like one of her main things is her vow of celibacy and being covered. And the lack of armor is also a problem because armor is part of the religion too. And so she's just praying underneath her breath, trying to ask for some sort of respite from the situation that she's been forced into.
Do me a favor, just a straight wisdom. I want to see something. Don't think much of it. I just want to see what your wisdom is.
Unfortunately, my computer is offline right now. I cannot use it, so I can't roll in Tabletop Simulator or whatever.
I can roll
Roll 20.
I got your character sheet up. I'll roll the wisdom for you if you'd like me to.
Yes, please.
You rolled a 16 flat wisdom, just so you're aware.
Okay.
As she slides her hand down your face, she palms your face first, right? And then as it gets closer to your mouth, it turns into like she pulls her hand in a different angle, kind of allowing her nails to kind of scratch up on you. She doesn't do any she doesn't cut into your flesh. She starts with her cold palm, her cold, wet, nasty palm, and then turns it into she turns her hand into the nails, and now you start to feel the nails scratch against your skin. It continues to go down around the front of your neck and down your chest bone, your sternum, between your lady bits, down to your belly button, and then she taps you on your belly button, kind of like giggling at this, not giggling like like more like She then presses the flat end of the dagger, the cold glass. Let's call it an obsidian dagger. The glass dagger, the obsidian dagger, flat end, where it's nice and cold, and she brushes it up on your cheek, allowing you to feel its temperature.
I squeeze my eyes shut, like, just as tight as possible, just trying to, I don't know, she's very, very upset about this, and she's having a hard time focusing on anything other than just trying to pray for any help that she might be able to get. She's not able to really think through the situation very well. So all she can do is just pray.
She then takes her hand and goes right back up to your face again. You're very pretty. You have some things that I need. She takes her dagger and starts stroking your hair with her free hand. Everyone that has dark vision, well, actually, there's a candle here, so you all would see this. The hag has kind of like, you know how you put your fingers through your hair? She's doing that to Thalia right now. Thalia, I know you're blonde, but what kind of hairstyle do you have?
If this is what she's doing, she probably took it down out of the very tight bun that it would have been on the back.
Okay. So is it long hair, like down to your shoulder blades, or is it like down to your chin? Like how long is it?
It would be kind of down to the middle point in between your shoulder blades.
Gotcha. So as Anatole is stroking your hair, she then takes her obsidian dagger and she starts shaving your head. Everyone can see this happening.
She's starting to cry, and tears are actually rolling down her cheeks.
As the blonde long hair hits the ground, you hear Anatole giggling. Yes.
And
Yes.
Kane freely opened his mouth now.
You were the one. Yes, that magic isn't on you anymore. It was just a temporary thing.
Anatole!
She looks at you and says, "You wait your turn." As she,
Oh, come on.
she's still shaving head as you're saying this.
I didn't know you were into women.
You know nothing of magic. You'll see what this hair can do for me. This is at least another 25 years of my youth.
Yeah.
I'd like make any sound right now.
Yeah, you can make sounds like
Can I snort?
Yes, you can.
Like I'm suppressing a laugh. Asher, as loud as he can, is gonna snort like you're trying to like suppress a laugh and you get that type deal. Like just that out of his nose whenever she says 25 years to her youth.
Absolutely. She takes.
Was your sister younger than you?
She stops shaving her head. So at this time, your hair is like, think of mostly a buzz cut, Thalia, but you still have some long parts as she stops hearing about her from hearing about her sister. She takes wads of the hair she just cut, stuffs them into a pouch that's on her hip, grabs her.
Thalia's like suppressing sobs.
As she walks away from Thalia, she kind of slides the flat end of the obsidian dagger across your chest, Thalia, and then into Reen's body as she kind of cuts across Reen's body. Not cutting, but like the flat end. And then, going down the line past Iridian, who's still very much, you can actually see Iridian as the candlelight kind of brushes past Iridian. You see, like, he's fucked up, man. His eyes is all busted, his lip is kind of beaten open, his broken arm seems to be re-broken, things of that nature. And then comes up to Kane, and Kane, she sticks her fingers in your mouth, her middle finger and her index finger on the outside of your teeth, and pushes her two pointy talons into the back of your mouth on the outside of your gums, and you feel them dig into the back of the gun. The pain. Why don't you roll me a Constitution saving throw? The pain is excruciating as you feel her nails digging into the soft tissue behind your teeth. You still want to talk?
Out of character, her hands are in my mouth. Kane can't answer.
Fair enough. Yes, as they're digging in, she then holds the dagger to your throat while still pushing with her other hands. You start to feel blood kind of accumulate at the back of your throat, almost as if you had to swallow it. You ever go to the dentist, that kind of feeling? That's what you feel. Okay. This is your last warning. Say something again, and I might make things a little bit more permanent for you. All right. She then walks over to Asher.
I still got the gag thing in my mouth,
yes,
right?
yes, you do. She puts her foot across your throat. If you think her face and palms are bad, her feet are all sorts of fucked up.
out of character. I hate feet, so that just gives me the fucking heebie-jeebies. God damn it, Frog.
She puts her foot, I should say, first at your neck, and then she climbs up to where your cheek and nose are.
Asher's just staring daggers at her and like trying to bite down on this gag that's in his mouth, see if he can break it or something.
You know what? Sure, why not? Give me just a
Like, he's
strength.
gonna stop if he feels like his teeth are gonna break.
No, I got
but,
you. I know you're not gonna do self-harm.
Yeah.
That's fine. Go ahead and just give me a straight strength. Why not?
Strength check
Yep.
or saving throw.
Nope. Just strength check. And it's gonna be a disadvantage.
Okay, there we go. Oh, at disadvantage.
Doesn't
Okay,
matter.
roll.
10's not gonna do it anyway. So don't worry about
Yeah.
it. But yeah, I mean, you're biting into it. A couple of chunks kind of snap off in your mouth, and it kind of starts to go down your throat. You're forced to swallow as it kind of, it's no longer choking you, but it's, you're able to wiggle out a little bit. Nothing dramatic.
Okay.
She turns to Reen.
She's still standing on me.
No, she stopped putting her foot on you.
Okay.
She turns around, and as she walks away from you, Asher, she kind of kicks dirt behind her, covering you in a little spatter of dirt.
He's been through worse.
Goes to Reen and sticks the dagger right next to your eye. Reen, what color are your eyes?
Oh, jeez. It's not in the bio. Let's just go with green.
Okay. Green eyes. Ooh, green eyes. I know just the potion for that. And you have two beautiful eyes, too. You don't need two, do you?
Well, you need two to fight, yeah.
So is that your thing? You fight? Just like you fought my sister!
Yep.
You don't seem like you're afraid of me.
With that comment, I'm gonna have Myth pop off here with a comment real quick.
Sure.
Myth's going to just kind of laugh a little bit and go, "Oh, who would be afraid of a wayward, play-brained boar pig like you?"
Ooh, that was very quiet for me.
Oh,
I can barely hear you.
Okay, one sec. Let me. My mic was a little loud earlier. Let's pick it back. Let me turn it back up here. See if that helps. One sec. Sorry. Is this better?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I had turned down my mic earlier. Myth's going to kind of pop off in retorts to her comment there. Who would be afraid of a wayward, play-brained boar pig woman like yourself?
She stops. Well, give me a performance check there, Myth.
Yeah. What's it? Performance. I got a 4.
Low charisma.
It's a 0. it's average charisma.
Trying to think of what she would do here. 1 second.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? She's just ignoring you for now. And she's working with Reen. This is for my sister. And she begins to slide the black glass into the side of your eye socket.
Question out of character real quick.
Yeah.
So the shackles were on from what we see, or I guess. No, I guess that would be metagaming on my end. Because I guess I don't know if the shackles personally restrict magic. But question was, with the Dragonborn's breath weapon.
It's natural.
Yeah, that's what I was considering.
It's not. No, a breath attack is not magical in nature.
Okay, that's what I was curious about. Okay, thank you. Yeah, and then can I see what she's doing to him, or does she just have her back to me? I don't know where he really.
You're to the left of Reen, so she's to your right, slightly in front of you.
Okay, So then, yeah, I can see what she's doing with the glass, then, right?
Absolutely.
I guess as she goes to kind of dig, can I try to do a breath weapon on her?
Yeah, why not? What element is your breath weapon?
It's for me it is lightning,
Okay.
and they need a dex save. Yeah, 1 sec here. Do I
Wait,
have
are you
it?
gonna hit the rest of us though with it?
No, it's
There's enough space around that you won't get
yeah,
hit.
and mine's not cone. Mine's a single target. Like it's
Oh,
it's a
okay,
line.
cool.
Mine's not cone.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a 5 foot wide up to 30 feet line. which
Okay.
would just-
What's the
which would
DC
hit
on it?
her. DC is 8 plus my con mod plus proficiency.
So what number is
Uh,
that?
That's what I'm saying. It's, for some reason, it didn't have my breath weapon
All right, 1 second.
added to on my thing. I was, so 8 plus my con, which is 0, plus proficiency, which is 2, so it'd be a 10. Next a 10.
As you blow your breath attack, it hits her, and it kind of pushes her a little bit. It allows enough movement that the dagger gets pulled out of Reen's eye before it does any permanent damage. As it kind of pushes her back a little bit, she's angry with the dagger and kind of points at you. Comes up to you, stabs you in the fucking stomach.
All right,
Hold
kind of
on,
expected
hold
that.
on.
You go ahead.
I was gonna say, whenever she got pushed back, like how close is she to me tied up, like on the ground?
I mean, 5 feet.
Okay, I was wondering if it was close enough to where I could grab her with my hand or something like the back of her
No,
foot.
nothing like that, unfortunately.
Okay. Damn.
She comes up, stabs you in the stomach, and you begin to lose consciousness, Myth. Iridian. Iridian begins to kind of come to. He begins to speak words. It looks like he's getting ready to cast a spell. 1 second here. Sorry, I'm looking at his spells real quick. Huh. As he begins to cast a spell, he's saying his spell, and halfway through the spell verbiage, his mouth gets sealed shut, and those 4 bags light up that are spread out on the other side of the wall throughout the entire side of the wall. They glow, and then after the spell gets dissipated, they deluminate again. He kind of huffs. He says something sarcastic to Anatole. You're practically on death's door, she says. Iridian would say, once he gets free, he's just going to enjoy killing her. Unfortunately, I don't know Dirkish's voice, so that's the best you're going to get. As that response is heard by Anatole, Anatole would approach Iridian. You're young, lively. Be a shame for your value to be cut short. Best take what I need now versus getting it lost to the ages. Iridian would spit on Anatole. Anatole takes her obsidian blade. So be it then. She sinks this black glass dagger into Iridian's belly and begins to kind of, as if she was cutting a steak open or performing an autopsy. She goes in, sticks her hand in, claws first, and begins to root around. Everyone hears the sound of liquid squishing around and sloshing around. After about 30 seconds, Anatol pulls out an organ. Giggling, she licks it. And then, with it in her hand, she steps over Asher and over the orc. This organ dripping across Asher's chest, across the orc's face, and begins to proceed to put that organ in a jar on the wall. And tightens it up. That's great. I need to go check on something. You all behave. I'll be back. As she begins to go upstairs with the candle. And she is now upstairs.
Still gagged. Asher.
I would say it over the course of time it softens, as if it's losing its kind of effectiveness.
Okay. I'm just gonna start trying to. So these chains that are attached to our manacles, I assume they're like drove into the ground or something.
They're attached to the ground, yes, and there's like maybe 3 feet to 2 feet of chain that's away from you know what I mean? So it's manacle, 3 feet of chain, and then whatever's holding it into the ground.
I'm gonna grab one of the chains and just start throwing my body in the other direction, trying to just rip the chain free.
You want to try to grab the... Okay, I see what you're saying. So you're kind of just twisting your wrist around to grab a hold of it?
Yeah, twisting my wrist around so I can get the hand on there, so I can get a grip on it.
Sure, you can roll another athletics for me.
Throwing, yeah.
It's been a little bit. You can actually try again. And once again, it's at disadvantage.
Shane's also going to be trying to pull his one of his arms free from the wall.
Absolutely.
First one was better.
Asher, as you struggle and flip around, these chains are tight, man, and they're skin tight as well. You struggle viciously and hard. The chains do not seem to budge, but it does stretch your skin to the point of pain.
Yeah, he's not going to stop just because it hurts.
Absolutely.
And if I can, I'm going to eventually try and spit that shit out.
Let's just say it takes about an hour. So let's see what everyone else is doing first, and then we'll move on to that gag you have. Okay.
All right.
So, Reen, you have a slight gash in the side of your eye. It would have been way worse, but it definitely dug in a little bit. I would say it got to just behind your eyeball, almost as if she was trying to pop it out. But lucky for you, she got distracted.
How close is the orc to me? And is he dead, or was he just out on cold?
So let's say Asher is about 10 feet in front of you on the floor, and that orc would be 5 foot away from Asher on the other side, on the floor as well. So they're like side by side, sharing a king size bed basically, except on the floor, and you're like 10 feet away from that.
All right. Oh, so anyone got any ideas? I can't seem to get out of these chains.
Well, if we can't get out, and mind you, I normally wouldn't suggest this, we could try and make some sort of deal with her. Hags are cruel creatures, but they enjoy making people suffer. But if one of us, probably not me, I don't think I'm her favorite person right now, could try and strike up some sort of deal for our freedom.
Myth, Constitution saving throw. I'm sorry, Kane, I thought you were done.
Something to help get us free, then we might have a chance.
Myth's naked dragonborn body begins to ooze and drip blood down his leg, as the wound on his side was a decent cut. Let's move over to Thalia.
Thalia is not doing so hot mentally. She feels kind of like she has failed to keep her vows, and so she's I don't know that she'd be saying it as much as whispering her prayers, but if anybody hears her, it's prayers of forgiveness and desperation and asking for help. But yeah, that's kind of it. She's not really focused on trying to escape at the moment. Just trying to keep herself together, I guess, may be the best way to put it.
Gotcha. You see a piglet in a cage on the other side of the wall, squealing as it now has woken up.
Thalia does?
All of you would see it.
Oh, okay.
She left the candle in the room?
She left what?
The candle?
No, she took the candle with you. The piglet itself, when you see it, it's more of like a you kind of like a silhouette in a dark room kind of situation. But you know it's a piglet because it's
Yeah, squealing.
I think our hunter friend woke up.
all right, guys. Hours pass by. It's probably late, maybe. It's difficult to say without direct sunlight. Give me another Constitution saving throw, Myth.
That's what I was getting ready to ask.
Yep.
To see if I'm still hanging in there.
All right. A couple more hours pass by. You continue to struggle. To no avail. The extra body in the room. Dangles there. After go ahead.
Who's the extra body closest to?
It would be Kane, just to the left of Kane.
Oh, okay, to the left of me. I try and see if they're awake. Like, hey buddy, you still in there?
That person will respond if they want.
Been here for weeks.
Huh?
How'd you guys get here?
We got captured. One of us decided to take them up on the offer of the meal, and the rest of us just couldn't leave him there to end up like this. And lo and behold, here we are. How'd you get captured?
I'm a hunter for a bit. Came out here with some of the guys trying to hunt. We were chasing a deer, and well, you see how we wound up.
Yeah. Got any ideas on how we can get out of here?
About the only time is whenever they turn you into one of those little pigs over there.
What happens when they do that?
Heard the stories of what hags do to people?
Yeah?
But true.
No sooner, as it's been a good handful of hours. By the way, your ball gag is out now, Asher, just so you're aware. As it has been...
Not call it a ball gag.
As it has been
it was totally a ball gag.
A couple of decent hours have passed by, maybe even a day at this point, as you've been kind of chain down here. She comes back.
Imagine wrists are kind of bloody from jerking on her.
Absolutely, 100%.
All right.
She comes back, and she comes down, and she doesn't really say anything to you guys. She just looks at you, making sure you're all secure. She goes to the piglet on the wall. She taps herself on the belly. She opens the cage with the piglet in it and grabs the piglet. And you hear, once again, the piglet. And she begins to walk back upstairs.
Wait, how much time has transpired here?
A bunch. Let's just say on and off as you guys been struggling passively. You're going to be about a day so far.
Jesus.
Thalia. Thalia, how you doing over there?
So, Thalia's not really... I think Thalia's just silent.
Okay.
At this point. Maybe here and again she starts praying again, but she doesn't really offer much to help. She just seems kind of defeated, unsure of what to do next, helpless and ashamed, and all of the above. And she does not respond to you. She just stares straight ahead. And
during your pulse checks to Thalia, upstairs, the streak of light that kind of radiates onto Asher a little bit, kind of catches a silhouette as if whatever is the source of light's covered up as it's walked past. And then you hear and then that boards on the ceiling begin to seep, and you feel a drip on you, Asher. It's warm.
Yeah, that's not good. That's really not fucking good, guys.
Okay.
We have to get out of here. We can't make deals with her. We just have to get out of here.
Does anybody see our stuff down here?
We can find our stuff once one of us gets free. Someone needs to break free. And then
He's gonna try and break free again.
Yeah.
I guess.
Nope.
Asher's gonna say another prayer to the Wild Mother and just asking her for, it's kind of an awkward prayer because he hasn't prayed in a while, but just asking for some guidance and try and rip the chains out again.
Nothing like praying to a god you haven't talked to in a hot minute.
Yeah. He's like, hey, we've had her different. I haven't talked to you in a while. Been going through some stuff. I could really use some help right now, and just start trying to rip the chains out again.
why does it sound like you're talking to an ex?
Because I don't know. I don't know. Asher hasn't prayed in a minute. Josh hasn't prayed in a minute either.
It's
So-
a oh shit, please, I need help prayer.
Yeah. It's the whole there's no atheists in a foxhole when there's artillery coming around type shit right now. Okay? We are the 101st in Bastogne with air bursting artillery around us, okay?
Awesome.
And
So-
can I roll athletics again, or
You can absolutely roll athletics, absolutely.
I'm just praying for like the dual nat 20s right now, okay?
Yeah.
Nope.
Eventually,
Yeah, I
it
guess-
ain't gonna happen. But
You
Yeah, I guess
once again, you kind of scurry and trying to pull it around, and you're trying to, but these chains are just tight. You're just doing more scratching and scathing and yanking of skin. Your skin starts to bleed at the joints.
hey, with the
is-
blood, would that lubricate them enough to try and do an acrobatics to slip out? Blood's
Nah.
technically a lubricant.
Nah. But
Um,
what you do hear, will you keep it down? Some of us are trying to die in peace here.
Is that the orc?
It was.
side
Asher's
question.
gonna look over to him and just tell him to shut the fuck up. I'll deal with you later.
Is the wound on Myth still bleeding?
It's bleeding, but you're able to maintain consciousness at the moment.
Okay. Okay. That's all I was trying to figure out, if it stopped or if it still was.
That's pretty interesting for an orc to say.
Yeah, this one's full of surprises.
Where's your pride?
He starts to do a slight hoarse chuckle, like, oh.
Don't you want to try and escape?
I already have a plan.
Oh, what's your plan? Enlighten us.
None of yours.
Run like a coward. You're good at it.
He looks at you. You know what? 1 second. He squints his eyes as the light that's on you is dim, but dim enough to at least create some sort of image of your face.
Oh, I was really hoping it'd be pitch black so I'd be invisible to him.
No. You have light on you. On your leg by itself. But he squints. Do I know you, boy?
We've had the displeasure of meeting, and I'm gonna put your head on a pike.
He cocks his head a little bit. I do know you. You heal up fast, boy.
Rage does a lot of good.
Yeah, see what rage got your friends? That pointy end of my knife.
I'm gonna enjoy killing you.
That's fair.
Well, none of us is gonna be killing either one of us as long as we're chained to and down here.
You haven't told your friends about me, have you? Do you still dream about it, boy?
Fuck you. I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Yeah.
Asher,
Heard
revenge can wait.
that. I've heard that before. Right before I filleted your friends. How is that bitch? Did you give her a proper burial?
Asher's just gonna start shaking with rage as he talks about killing his friends and comrades. Going to die. And you don't get to talk about them.
Well, if I do die, it won't be by your hand.
I'll see you in hell.
Just a quick mic check on everybody.
Yep, I hear you.
Yeah, yep, we got you.
Just as a heads up here, I'm trying to fix my computer, so I'm slightly preoccupied, but just like
It's okay.
call my name and stuff.
Yeah, I got you, not on the back burner, but I got you as kind of a semi-background character at the moment.
Quit
Gotcha.
buying Toys R Us computers.
While this conversation
you.
While this conversation is happening, what's our half-elf friend thinking?
Oh, bloody hell. Looks like this is the end. Wonder if any of these buzzers know how to break these.
What's your character's name? Oh, you haven't even told us. Yeah, I just realized I said that.
Yeah.
Kid, what's your name?
Idalma.
Okay, can you repeat that for Kane again? I did not understand you.
Idalma.
Il
Get
tamale.
Tamala? Oh, Crab Badger! What did you
No, I
think?
said that out of character. Sorry,
It
out of
doesn't matter.
character.
Now that's what's stuck in my head. I was
Il
about to
tamale.
call him enchilada. Okay, hold on. Let me calm down and I'll try and hear the name again. Okay, go.
Iltama Summerfall.
Iltama, okay. Iltama, did any of the hunters you were with get away or were you all captured?
I believe that was the last one before me. Nodding to the hog.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know.
Yep. It's a shame of me to say I didn't see them.
How's Iridian doing? Talking?
You look to your left, and his head is slumped down. He seems to have a hole in his stomach that has been bleeding for hours now, technically. He doesn't have any movement, at least for what you can tell.
Okay. We need fucking chains.
Yeah. Fucking chains.
As you guys converse, continue to move and bicker, have conversations, some time passes by again. And Anatole returns, candlelight in hand. Morning.
Good morning.
All right, now, what was I? Ah, that's right. She goes up to Reen again, obsidian dagger in hand. Now about that green eye.
Hey, Anatole.
What?
You like making people suffer.
She stands there staring at you in silence.
But I wish I had thought this out before I started talking.
Well, I'm waiting.
Is there something we can do for you? You don't seem to get out of this forest much. But we're seasoned adventurers. Perhaps there's something me and my friends can do for you to repay you for your hospitality.
Persuasion check.
Oh, joy. I hope the dice gods are with me.
We're probably not.
RNGesus.
It's
Pray to
15.
RNGesus.
With a 15. 1 second here.
With them?
Okay. What did you have in mind, Sir Old Man?
Well,
What could you possibly offer me that I don't already have here? After I harvest all your organs, I'll have potions for years.
maybe we can bring you people in our place.
What?
I'm listening.
We're heroes in the village near here. We could ask a few people to come out to the woods with us.
And why should I believe that?
Hell, I just want to live. Living. There's no more basic need than that.
Well, then I'll kill you last.
Put me out of my misery?
Yeah, but you get to watch your friends get harvested piece by piece.
Lady, I'm the guy who betrayed the woman he loved to the witch hunters. You think I care about these people? I just offered up an entire village to bring in their place because these people are useful to me. That village isn't.
She kind of strokes the little bit of hair that's on her chin. And how can I guarantee this offering? What do I get now that may or may not be returned later?
I'm really trying to think. This is okay. I'm really trying to think of.
Do what you gotta do, man. This is a tough situation. I get it.
Well, the deal's already kind of harsh, seeing as you already killed our wizard friend. You already got something out of him. I can't get him back. And you, as a fellow practitioner of the mystical arts, knows how much that hurt us. And what we're trying to do around here.
I'll tell you what. Bring me 5 bodies. 5. Fresh. Young. And I'll let you leave. But I require a gift. Call it protecting my investment. I need something from you.
What do you need?
Well, she approaches you, puts her hand on your face, on your cheek, that cold, moist, covered surface of her palms, slime over your cheek a little bit, slides over to your ear. She begins to use her index finger nail to kind of start tickling your earlobe. I require your sense of hearing. Not the whole thing, just one.
And he just kind of tilts his ear towards her and take it.
She waves her hand, and the room lights up. The candle goes out.
Question.
Yeah.
Before we... This is... You're letting me, my friends, go in exchange for us bringing you back 5 bodies.
We never talked. Your friends were never part of the deal.
How do you expect me to make it back to the village just by myself?
Well, that sounds like a you problem, doesn't it?
Young, healthy. Hell, I'll even bring you a sorceress. Powerful one at that. But I need my friends to come with me.
Sure is glaring daggers at you because he's not entirely sure what the fuck you're planning.
I need you to make me another roll. Go with, let's just do a follow-up on persuasion, as this has been going on for a little bit. And that's versus my wisdom.
18.
Okay. She goes up to your... Which ear did you present to her?
His left ear.
She tickles that ear. There's no going back, you know.
Well, I made a lot of bad decisions in my life. Just one more to add to the pile.
Right before you start the word pile, as the dagger, it doesn't slice your ear off cleanly. It actually digs in and gets about an inch all around the outside perimeter of your ear, like into your side of your head. And your ear, you feel excruciating pain as you howl while she holds on to your ear.
You are cutting out super bad, Frog. I can't hear you.
Can anyone else hear me?
I can hear you.
I can hear you fine.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Let me check, see if there's any complaints over at the stream.
No, I'm watching the stream. No one's complaining.
Okay.
Do you need me to repeat that, Thalia? Oop, we may have lost Thalia for a hot second. I'll give her a moment. In the meantime, she
Does
holds...
anybody hear me?
Yeah, I can
we
hear
hear
you.
She probably has a cell phone lag spike or something.
Hello?
Yeah, you kind of cut out a little bit, but we can hear you.
Yeah, I think she's lagging on her cell phone.
I don't hear anybody.
Yeah, give her a minute. She's lagging.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nevertheless, as your ear gets sliced off, she holds it over her face and lets the blood drip onto her tongue. Aged just like I like it.
Glad to know I'm your type.
She giggles and walks over towards one of the jars on the wall and unscrews the top, places your ear in there, closes it up. This blood pact will be paid one way or another. If it isn't paid by you willingly or freely, the deal is off. And I will collect what is owed.
I understand.
She walks towards the stairwell as the lights begin to dim. Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's awesome. She walks to the stairwell as the lights begin to dim. She then looks at you all and begins to murmur and make these large circles with her hands as she's starting to murmur more and murmur more. It gets louder and louder. The area begins to rumble. Ground begins to... All the bugs inside this whole area skither out from their hiding places and hidey holes as they scatter like roaches when the lights come on. And then, as she says... To be paid in full! She claps her hand, and everybody finds themselves outside in the woods. And that's where we're going to take our first break, boys and girls.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck.
Alrighty then.
Naked?
Can I
Are we
get a
still
quick
naked,
mic
or do
check?
we have our gear?
Yo, hold up. Are we still naked?
You are all still naked.
Fuck.
Son of a-
Sally, you trying to say something?
Does people hear me at least?
Yeah.
I can
Okay,
hear
cool.
you.
Alright. I'm giving up on the computer for right now.
Fuck. How are we gonna make it back? Butt ass naked.
Where are we right now?
Somewhere
Outside?
in the woods. Outside.
Is it cold still?
Well, no, in the woods it's not cold. It was just cold up in the mountain. In the woods, he was saying it was like a nice 70-ish or something.
Yeah, it's like early...
Oh, we're back down the mountain, right?
Correct.
Yeah, we're back down the mountain in
Okay.
the woods.
Okay. I missed
Yeah.
that in the recap.
Yeah, the demon baby hated to where you had to miss riding the snake across.
Alright.
Pretty intense first half, boys and girls.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
We're fucked.
Kane has a formation of a plan, just... He needs to get y'all out of there, so...
Your
Just kind of...
your friend, your new friend, is also in the woods with you, buck ass naked. Your Itama. How do you
And the
pronounce?
orc is-
How do you pronounce
Yo,
that?
mama. It's not
Iltama.
her fault.
Iltama.
Yo.
Alright, when's our reconvene time?
Let's call it. Let's give it a good one because that was a lot to take in there. I wanted to sink, so let's just say 25 after.
Okay. All right. I will see you guys. Hopefully, I have a little bit more computer stuff when I get back.
So, Reen, are you still there? Not
Yep.
Reen. Sorry, I'm not Reen. I'm sorry. I mean Kane. Kane.
Yeah, I'm still here.
All right. With a missing ear, you will have disadvantage on any checks that require hearing, as you are now deaf in that ear.
Yeah. Okay.
So disadvantage on any kind of perception checks that require you to use your ears.
Okay.
Reen,
Yep.
your eye, where the dagger was, as the dagger was pushed into you, it still seems to. It feels like you constantly cry, but you cry out of that one eye, tears of blood. Not a lot, just the occasional drippage.
Mm-hmm.
On that note, I'm gonna go take a break. I'll be right back.
Wait, Frog, quick question.
Yeah, what's up?
Is the orc with us?
The deal was for
is the orc
5.
with us?
Okay.
The deal was for 5 others. The orc would have made 6.
Okay. All right. I didn't know if when everybody got teleported away, I just wanted to check to see who all came with us. All right.
Iridian's body is not there.
Okay. Yeah. All right. That's it.
No problem. I'll be back.
Okay. Whoa.
So I think I have an idea of what you're going for. We
Okay.
haul ass back to Beaton, tell Zine what the fuck happened, try and rearm and refit, and then come back and ambush this hag with reinforcements and try and kill her.
That was the general idea. Yeah.
The only problem is we don't know how strong Zine is.
No, we don't. But
she did dismantle a bugbear in one shot.
Hear me out.
Okay.
A hag generally is not good outside of their cabin.
Yeah. Well, and Zine's a pretty tough fucking sorcerer.
I mean, that's basically what Kane came up with. Is like, when she started mentioning bringing people back, it's like, okay, that's a cavalry. Sure.
Yeah. But it's also Beaton is fucking worn down on they don't have many hunters or anything. Fuck.
And now you have a hunter traveling with you.
Yeah, what the fuck are you playing? Are you on the table now, or are you just guest starring?
Yes.
Are you joining the Thursday table, or are you just guest starring for a little bit?
Yeah, I am.
He's joining. He's one of us now. Well,
Okay.
welcome to the elevated threat.
What the fuck are you playing? Are you a ranger or a fighter, a rogue?
You will
Spellcaster?
figure it out soon. Very soon.
Fuck.
Cleric or druid would be nice.
I'll give you a hint. I'm very good at investigating things.
So you're
Artificer?
intelligence based.
Mm-hmm.
Artificer? Or wizard?
That's the only hint you're getting. You'll find out literally in the first roll.
I'm guessing Ert.
I don't know. He's a hunt. I don't fucking know.
I'm guessing.
All I know
rogue.
now is I'm really pissed. I lost all my shit.
We all lost all our shit.
I know.
I didn't lose very much. And plus, I have stuff back at the town.
Man, I paid good money for that chainmail shirt.
Yeah.
Man, I had a really nice sword that I rolled advantage to attack with.
Our fucking bag of holding with everything in it is gone.
The most thing Kane's pissed about is that the ribbon that his wife had for their hand wrapping ceremony that he had on his left arm, that's gone.
I'm more
Asher's
pissed
pissed
I
that
had.
his longbow's gone.
Yeah. see here.
I'm just mad my short bow's gone and all my friends.
See, I'm more mad because I had thieves, jewelers, tinklers, and smithing tools. That shit ain't cheap.
All I'm saying is, at least we don't have Alan with us anymore. So there is a bright side.
Well,
What?
We don't have Alan with us.
Alan was the NPC hunter we found, and that may have been the piglet that was killed.
Yeah,
God, I hope so.
All he did was cough.
Yeah, all he did was cough and talk
shit,
and was really annoying. He was full of boastful shit until shit went sideways.
He could boastful shit. He couldn't back up if his life depended on it.
Oh no! Yeah, it was. Oh god, Asher couldn't stand him.
Also, Mithrax,
I loved him as an NPC. I thought he was
and you are going to have a word about you just willingly walking into the witch's lair.
Yeah, Mithrax, what the fuck? We told you they were like witches. Why did you just willingly walk in there?
They seemed like nice people.
We saw her eat a
should be
tongue.
smart enough to know that they're not.
This dude's the very definition of I put my dick in crazy.
You're an intelligence-based caster. You should have been like,
okay.
No.
Well, part of it is also I did full.
Wisdom.
I was only able to pick up half of what was going on, half of what wasn't, and it looked like we were already getting dragged in anyway. So I just went along with.
No, we weren't until you walked in.
Yeah. We were seriously about to cut, break, and run.
Yeah, we were about to cut and run
Then
whenever you
just
just
like,
walked
yeah, sure, I'd
up
love
there.
something to eat, and walked right in the door.
Yeah.
Not mad. This is made for a very interesting role play, and
Look,
It
I
sounds
fucked
like
up. I understand. I apologize.
Yeah, because me and Kane both were like, they're not actually elves. Pretty sure they're witches. And you're like, oh, I'd love something to eat. Motherfucker.
oh man. Also, a bit of lore dump from Kane that y'all heard from his conversation with Anatole.
Yeah.
That's something that he hadn't told any of y'all.
No, and the only one that knows anything about Asher's background is you right now. In character at least. But yeah. And then I feel like Thalia's gonna need some therapy.
Yeah.
So there'll be some good role play there with Asher and Thalia can kind of talk about their fucking trauma.
Oh, yeah, there's that.
I don't think Thalia is in much of a talking mood at the
Well, no,
moment.
I'm saying later on. I'm not gonna try and peel that Band-Aid off right now.
Yeah, I know what. For Myth, because since I don't have the gem anymore, that was in the gauntlet that did the lightning stuff. At least for his backstory, things are going to get a little interesting with the fact that he can speak primordial and why that is. Because, yeah.
Yeah. Well, Asher was attached to that longbow, and now.
You can speak
I'm back.
primordial too.
Oh, this is gonna be. Oh, we are so fucked.
Yes.
Now we gotta make it through the woods, butt ass naked, back to beat. And try and figure out what the fuck we're gonna do.
I regret nothing.
Of course not.
Of course you don't regret anything. She should have cut your ear off instead of mine.
I mean, if I wasn't in an almost comatose state, I would have actually done it, but due to the fact that I was basically fighting to stay conscious, is why I just stayed quiet after that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I probably would have popped off or tried to pop off with something about that.
So what'd you guys think about the first half, dudes?
I mean,
I made a giant mistake by going inside the hut apparently last week.
Yeah, we were about to cut, break, and run, cut the brakes and run when Mithrax's like, I'd love something to eat, and walks right in.
Tell you what, man, that clutch persuasion check, though.
Oh, yeah, I was like, oh, God. I saw that 15. I was like, yes, and I saw that 18. I was like, Dice Gods, you love me right now.
It's funny because that 15 would have failed most likely, but I rolled a 14. Truth be told.
I'm just like, yes.
But I imagine
Oh.
hags have a high wisdom.
I could tell you actually.
Yeah, they're
1 second.
wisdom-based casters, I believe.
Yeah, they just strike me as wisdom-based casters.
Because they use druid magic.
Yeah.
Actually,
They're like,
I think they're charisma based. 1 second.
What?
Yeah, they're a charisma based caster.
Now,
oh really?
you have to remember, charisma is not physical looks. It's more like strength of
Well,
personality.
And it does make sense with them using illusions and stuff a lot, and deals and everything. And I mean, you can have a high charisma with liking to cause misery
And be ugly as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at me. And
You're
Wrath.
so- Hey, Wrath is a beautiful robot. Okay.
And yeah,
Look,
Elegantly
Asher might look kinda
made,
plain.
chromed out.
No, he's jet black with silverish metallic highlights.
Okay.
He's a black crow. By the way, guys, I don't know if you noticed, but my elf is black. It's Morgan Freeman as an elf.
Okay.
oh
Nice.
Jesus! One sec. I need to pan around and see this. Where the hell are you? I need to see this.
Morgan Freeman when he was always wearing his hat.
Oh, God, yeah, it is.
Alright, which one are you? Oh God, yeah.
It's
I like
Morgan
it.
Freeman with his little hat.
So, who's ready to walk into beating butt ass naked?
I think one.
Well, I'm a hunter. They know I've been missing, so.
Also,
Well,
I'm,
and
pretty
we're all
pretty.
like they're heroes.
I'm pretty sure one of us is gonna have to carry Thalia or something, because I don't think Thalia's gonna willingly move on her own right now.
I don't think Thalia would let us touch her right now, though.
Well, we can't just leave her behind in the road.
Oh no, I'm saying she'll probably walk beside us, but do you want to get a
Thalia?
smite into the face?
No,
What's
Like-
going on here?
we're
Kane was
trying to
saying
figure out how we're gonna get everybody back to town, considering we're all still butt ass naked in the middle of the woods. And given Thalia's current mental state, we don't know if she'll be able to even walk back in town, and we don't think she's gonna actually let us carry her back to town either.
Yeah, I honestly don't know either.
Well, I imagine
So-
you'd at least walk to like the edge of town and then like hide until one of us brings you clothes.
There's that.
I don't know. The goal was to not get naked.
Yeah, well,
So-
Then you got
fucked up,
naked.
failed. So now you just have to
Out
survive.
the window real quick.
Yeah.
You guys fucked me over. Now I have no idea how to respond to this.
And without a
Situation I'm in.
bard to boot. That's an achievement.
And you know what? Asher just had to like. I don't know. This is gonna be. I was not prepared for the fucking orc to be there.
Yeah.
And everything else. Oh fuck me. You know, it makes sense
So,
why I got tongue tied at the
Question
beginning.
for Thalia and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Is with her and all that stuff. With the whole nudity part, is it just for anyone, or is this particularly like people who actually look human, or whatever? Are you human, or I actually don't know what race you are offhand?
I think
I
you're
am
the only
human.
non-human. Mithrax.
Okay.
So you and
Yeah, that was my thing I was here to
Somali.
get at. What was outside of Mithrax or Beep Boops over here?
This is Asher, not Wrath.
Oh, okay, never mind.
yeah, no. Wrath is the Tuesday character.
Oh, okay, sorry. So then, yeah, does she have issues with only humans, or is it just all races? Period.
Everybody.
Okay, that was the only thing I was trying to sit there and figure out, see if there'd be a work with you on a loophole on that. But okay.
Yeah, no, it's judging by what Caleb has said, It has to do with her vow of celibacy, and I'm pretty sure it
Gotcha.
has something to do with her background that she has not revealed to our cast of characters.
Gotcha.
And
Okay.
Thalia, if you need a good therapist, Asher can recommend one. Starts with alcohol
No,
Starts with Al,
and,
ends with
and
alcohol.
anger.
she's not going to become an edgelord like you. She
I'm
won't
I'm
stoop
not an
to that
edge
level.
lord. Okay. Okay.
Starts
Imagine
with
being an
alcohol and ends with 50-year grudge.
Kane, may I ask why you only have 7 health?
I just made his token. He needs to adjust that.
Okay, I was like,
Yeah, that's not the scale.
I was
There's no
actually about to
way
ask
to
how do I
adjust.
do that. I don't remember.
max 1, just
Yeah,
plain
the
max.
max.
And then max 3
Okay.
is your armor.
All right,
Well,
guys. Party
my armor is actually
rest time is
no
over.
longer-
So I'm gonna do a quick roll call. I heard everyone's voice except for Reen. Are you there, Reen?
Yep, I'm here.
Perfect. Did I hear Myth?
Yep.
Beautiful. And Zarkul, who's not Zarkul at the moment. What do I start calling you now? What the hell's your new name?
Why can't I?
Latama?
Tama.
Ultama?
Yeah.
All right. It might take me a little bit to get used to that name. So.
Out of curiosity.
You might never get used to it, Frog.
Can I have control over my token?
Which token are we talking about now?
My actual token. It's currently controlled by red.
It's currently controlled by red.
Yeah, like it doesn't like for some reason it doesn't like I can move it, but
Who's
I can't
talking to me?
adjust anything. Myth. I'm blue. I'm supposed to be blue, but my actual token when I hover over it shows a red thing, and I can't adjust anything of it.
Well,
Like, I can't adjust my.
can you
health
see?
or-
Can you see his health bar
Yeah,
on top of his head?
Yeah. Okay. There it goes. It wasn't like the arrows weren't popping up for me at first. That's what I was trying to
Gotcha.
fix.
All right. So.
And then.
All right, guys. So. That happened.
That's all you got to say after that?
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure Asher has some words for me while we stand there naked in the middle of the woods.
Asher has a lot to process right now.
Yeah, there's a lot going on right now. I think, I mean, you guys were probably in that basement a grand total of 3 days. 1 day fully unconscious, 2 days of torture that you're aware of. I think a lot has happened.
Food.
Yeah, you guys are 3 days starved at the moment. You're in the woods, naked.
and afraid.
Yeah, you got, and not only that, you don't even know where you are. So there's that. So that takes us to.
And considering you just moved Iridian over to the dead character section, I'm guessing we lost our wizard for realsies.
Maybe.
Oh, maybe that interesting. Okay.
Not quite leveled up for true resurrection yet, so.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Yeah, there's.
You're naked in the woods.
look
The time of day, it's nighttime, just before sunset. The insects begin to come out, the mosquitoes, as they're looking for their meals for the evening. The woods themselves will be very reminiscent of the picture on the wall. That's our atmosphere. In fact, let me change our music. There you have it, guys. So, with that display that the hag showed, twisting your arms around, making these symbols in the air, and smacking your hands together, echoing that debt will be paid as you guys blink and you're out in the woods. Take it away.
Well,
Thalia is not quite in the fetal position, but she's not responsive very well.
Kane just kind of looks around. He looks at Iltama like, Little Tama, you're a hunter.
Yes.
You know how far we exactly are from Beaton, from where we're at?
Investigation check to study the woods and see where I am.
Absolutely.
Yeah, can I look and see where the sun's at, just to kind of get a general direction?
Can you set your character sheet to not whisper? And Asher, I didn't quite hear you, buddy. Say again.
I was just saying, I was just going to look around. Asher was just going to look around and see if he can see where the sun is to kind of get an idea of like.
Yeah, the sun is setting to the west, and you do, through the canopy of the trees, you do see where the sun is setting. As far as your 19 investigation, Otama, you look around, you know that hunters from Beaton have territories that they tend to reside in. Many of the hunters from Beaton mark their territory. You, being a hunter from Beaton, would have known if this was your territory by how you mark nearby trees. As you move around to where you would mark your territories, you do see your symbol carved into one of the trees.
Alrighty. Would I have the directions pointing towards town?
Your symbols always face into the direction of where town would be. It's kind of like in case you get lost situation.
Okay. Follow me. I know how to get us from to town. This is my spot.
Okay. Green,
Yep.
can you carry Thalia?
Does she want to be carried?
She doesn't respond to anything.
So I could help me get her on my shoulder.
Mithrax, help him.
For that, 'cause we're all still at 1 health, right?
Correct.
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask.
Yep. So I'm gonna go ahead because I got the knife wound in me, which is still bleeding. So, who had the gouge in the eye?
Green,
Okay.
I've got 1 spell slot left.
I still got all 3 of mine. I got cure wounds.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to figure out here, because I know I need to heal myself because of the wound, so I can stop making con saves.
Speaking of which, make a con save.
Point and example.
Can that,
21. I'm fine.
You
pretty
still feel the throbbing
Yeah.
from this obsidian dagger as it sliced through your scale. It hurts, but at least you're not bleeding to death.
Yeah. So I'm at least going to do cure wounds on myself. Does anyone who's going to be the next 2 big ones here?
well, I had an ear sliced off.
All right.
yeah,
so,
All right, yeah, go ahead.
will cure wounds mend that? I don't know. That's
It'll at
like
least
a missing
stop the
limb.
bleeding.
Yeah. That would
I
be
would
more
think.
like a missing limb.
Yeah.
Or rejuvenate.
Also in Kane's mind, he's not expecting you to regrow his ear. If anything, he's just assuming that whatever she cut his ear off with,
Okay,
probably is designed
yeah, I'll
not
do
to have anything
knee,
grow back in his place.
Fearless, and then I guess I'll do Thalia.
Yeah, was Thalia actually hurt in anything?
She was she was half shaved, her head.
Yeah, but she wasn't stabbed or anything, right?
Nothing like that. I would say, imagine her head was shaved with like a broken piece of glass. Like that's the kind of, like it's not a perfect cut.
So here, give me a sec here. I'll do myself here first. We'll do it so I got 3.
Frog, you did say that I was at 1 hit point, correct?
Everybody's at 1 hit point currently, yeah. But at least
Gotcha.
you're no longer bound, so whatever was preventing you from gaining rest is no longer a factor.
All right, Mr. One Ear, you're gaining 8. Congratulations.
Woo! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And then Thalia, I'll walk over to Thalia and say, it's okay, little one. I'm only here to help you. As I kind of just reach out my hand cautiously towards her. Thalia?
Nothing.
Okay, I guess I'll just gently touch like a shoulder and do the cure wounds. And that's gonna be for 2.
And,
It's at least something.
I'm gonna go over to Reen, and she's like, "Reen, let me see your eye."
Sure.
And I'm
Well,
gonna
I
put
look
my
at him
hand-
and yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna put my hand up by his face, around like cupping his eye, and cast Cure Wounds there to see if that helps him any.
The wound would absolutely stop bleeding from his eye.
You get 9 health points back.
All right, means range taking.
And your AC without armor on is 10 plus your dex, right?
Correct.
Or is it 10
Correct.
plus your con?
Just 10 plus your
Okay.
dex.
All right, so I've got a 13.
Hey, that's
If I was a
right.
barbarian, I wouldn't be having this problem.
That's why barbarians are great without armor. I want a dex barbarian. I wanted it to work so bad, but it just doesn't, unfortunately.
I actually did that. I've actually done that. Your build is a tightrope to walk, but it can work.
See, for me, I would just dump everything into dex and con.
All right, guys, so what are we doing?
Do we short rest to roll health dice? Or do we just start running?
I'd say,
What time is it?
Sunset.
Sunset, yeah.
Sunset.
yeah, I say we make a break for it.
I can see in the dark if we all just want to follow the leader with me and
I can see in the dark too.
yeah, with that's what I was gonna say, with me and Iltama, right?
Mm-hmm.
Me and you in the lead, everybody else
stay with their pocket with everyone.
kind of behind us, leading the way. Like, stay within like hand on shoulder range.
Sounds good to me.
So you're continuing to trek?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did some minor patch jobs, and I guess we're on our way.
In the cover of
Yeah.
night, as the sun begins to lose its battle with the sky, crickets and the sound of the night take over. Wildlife can be heard. The crunching of leaves and twigs under your bare feet as you make way in the direction you believe is where Beaton lies. An hour. Constitution saving throws, everybody.
You'll
Nope.
need to roll for me.
Oof, this is not looking good.
Alright. We're gonna
5,
have to
6,
rest.
7.
Thalia,
Yeah, we've-
Constitution. Wow, did you guys all really just fail?
Yeah, looks like.
That's actually, that plays into the thematic situation. Everyone's stomach begins to growl in pain.
We need
Can
to
I?
rest.
Yeah, we need to make camp.
I gotta take a dump. Ugh.
Thalia groans, but not really. Still doesn't really react.
Iltama, do you know how far out we are?
Based on your markings, you start to find familiarity in this area, and you don't think you're too far away from Beaton. Maybe probably by morning if you continue to cut through the night.
If we kept going now, by morning we'd reach it.
I think
I say we camp here. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
No.
What? Iltama, do you want to try and help me, or I can go look just kind of around us to see if there's any type of food we can find?
I stay out in these woods. Maybe I can find a spot that I've camped on before.
Yeah. And I can try and look for some berries or something.
I'll help Asher look for berries.
Sure.
Survival?
Yep. Survival for the berries, investigate for the camping. Tom, you don't find an old spot that you've camped before, but there's a spot here under the pine tree where the ground seems to be like a bed of soft pine needles, and it's flat enough that it might.
I'll be right back, guys.
It might be good enough to make camp.
Okay. I would. bring
Kane
everyone to
and
it.
Asher both roll me a d20 flat.
Okay.
After about an hour of foraging at night, you come across a couple of wild strawberries, approximately 21 of them.
Okay. Well, best we can, carry them back to the group.
Yep.
And start dividing them up. Let me see, there's 5 or 6 of us.
That's 21.
We all get 3.5 strawberries.
You proceed to eat the strawberries. It is the first flavored food of any kind to hit your tongues in about 3 days. The flavor is exquisite as you bite down and the juices just cover the total surface of your tongue. The juice is sweet, refreshing even. It provides a small amount of hope that you might pull through this, as it's the first good thing that's happened in quite some time. The night carries through. The air, as the sun's radiation is no longer on the surface, the air drops about 15 to 20 degrees. It gets chilly, mainly because you're all naked.
Sorry, can we do a quick recap of what just happened?
Yep, you just ate, well, you had 3.5 strawberries provided to you. Everyone else ate it. I don't know if Dolly would have, I'm not sure. But you're welcome.
Dolly, I don't know what Dolly would do.
I was about
I
to
don't
ask
know.
if Dolly would eat them or not, and I mean,
She accepts the strawberry, like by reaching out her hand and grabbing it and biting into it, but she doesn't really say anything.
Yeah, about
Well,
the
at
same
least
time,
she's eating.
yeah, you're gonna
At
need
the
your
same
strength.
time,
Dolly.
Myth is kind of going to eat the berry, or try to, or not. He's going, like, try to at least quietly have an argument with himself, or seemingly having an argument with himself.
Okay, what do people hear?
Since no one here knows Primordial, so a little bit of gibberish, and then just some random Draconic. I don't know if anyone actually knows it. It's literally it. Does anyone know Draconic at all?
Radiant did.
Yeah, Iridian did.
Okay.
Sad face.
All right.
We just hear you going between two different
just
languages
hear-
we
yeah,
don't
you-
understand.
Yeah, you just Myth's kind of like, as he's like trying to eat the berry, like while eating the berry, he's like having what seems to be an argument with himself in just two different languages.
Kane's just gonna look between Myth and Asher.
Is he okay?
I have no idea about him. When he
You
was
know what?
okay.
We've all had a tough day. We've all had a tough past couple of days. I'm gonna let him just have that conversation with himself.
Yeah, that sounds like the smartest.
We can't even really make a fire. Mithrax.
What? What's up? As he like tries to cut off real quick on the argument.
Or anyone really. If we get firewood, can anyone do anything to catch it on fire?
I don't know any fire. The only thing I really know is lightning and thunder.
Well, lightning creates sparks.
Yeah, I've seen lightning start a forest fire.
Drink some.
I mean, we could try.
Iltama, do you have any tricks?
Yeah, I've cooked a few game out here. Some small sticks to start it, and then slowly get bigger limbs would work.
I know, I meant to start the flame. I know how to build a fire. I meant to start it without a tinderbox.
We can do this hand and stick method that I've heard about.
Oh, it's a bitch. We can try it. I think I know what you're talking about. If not, first, Mithrax will try and use your lightning. And then we'll try and use the hand and stick method if that doesn't work, because it sucks.
So right off the bat, I'm gonna tell you the lightning's probably not gonna happen. You can try, absolutely, but it's probably gonna take a lot of lightning to do so. I mean, you could try.
Just start some like leaves and sticks on fire.
Yeah, man. Not every lightning bolt starts shit on fire. You know? Not to mention level 3 lightning bolts.
I mean, I don't even the out of character and all this stuff. The only lightning stuff I could do right now, since I already did the breath, is a shocking grasp or a lightning lure.
Oh, it's already been a day since you've done the breath, hasn't it?
We haven't taken a short rest or a long rest.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
right.
true. We haven't taken any rests. Wow.
Yeah. Okay,
And
Boy,
the
let's
only
talk about
shocking
this
grasp,
method.
shocking grasp with a stun. Lightning lure would be the only thing that might, and that's because it's lightning energy and all that stuff. But again,
Yeah.
that's
Well, looks
very
like we're rubbing
cryptic.
sticks together.
Looks like we're rubbing stick together, guys. Whip them out.
Everyone roll me a survival check. And since you're all working on the same thing, why don't you all roll to me with advantage?
hey, I'm actually proficient in this.
I'm good at this.
Hey, 20.
Wow.
Oh,
Thanks for giving me
When
that.
it counts. When it counts.
Yeah, you're about to burn
We
the whole
gotta-
forest down.
That 20, 22, 20, 18. Fucking shit. We're
Wow.
making a fire
18s.
tonight.
Yeah, 3 18s, 2 dirty 20s, and a nat 20.
And a 22.
Well, that's what I was calling the 22 a second dirty 20.
It's over 20. That's a dirty
So
20, all
you
right.
take the time. Let's say it takes you all about an hour to gather up enough dry kindling, set up everything, make it safe, and all just like one of you guys starts rubbing, and the other person's like in front of you go, and then the other one's tossing more kindling on it and more fibers, and you just rotate like go. Eventually, you get an ember. It falls into a bed of fibrous leaves and twigs and whatnot, and it starts to smolder. And Reen takes his lips next to the smoldering ember, and it begins to smoke and creates fire. You join that little tinderbox of fire with a much bigger pile, and slowly but surely, warmth begins to radiate against your bare flesh. The light creates silhouettes on the trees around you.
At least have some comfort.
Yeah.
At this time, it is nighttime. Let's call it 7:30, 8 o'clock p.m.-ish.
Who's taking first watch?
I will.
I'll get second.
Oh, I'll get third.
All right, who's on first watch?
I am.
Who's
Kane.
Kane. All right,
Yeah.
Kane. You post up in some sort of a sentry defensive type of situation. Everyone begins to fade away. Athalia, are you also sleeping?
Yeah.
All right, Athalia attempts to gain some sleep and much needed rest. Gotta get Thalia a straight jacket soon.
All you are myth at this point.
Kane, what's your passive perception?
12.
All right. Thalia, you didn't eat those strawberries, right?
I did.
Oh, you did? I thought you said you weren't eating them. I'm sorry. I must have missed that part.
Yeah, no, I grabbed it and then I had a couple bites.
Gotcha. Myth, with your hand over your wound, although it's not bleeding, it's still a decent gash. The magic closed it up a little bit, enough to not make it mortal. But it's still very much a wound at this point. Kane, you're facing west, watching the silhouettes of your friends laying down twinkle off of the tree bark as the fire casts shadows around. Occasionally a slight breeze pushes leaves around, and it's almost like little itty-bitty gnomes dancing in the leaves, or a little bit of fey creatures dancing in the leaves. It kind of reminds you of maybe a play that you saw in your travels, or just reminiscent of a time in a bar where the wenches would dance around with rogues and patrons of the like. As you think about happier times, you touch your right ear, feeling it in your fingertips. It's soft flesh, the way it bends and the way you can twist it around. And then you try to feel your left ear and make purchase on nothing but air. With your ears half deafened, Myth.
Yep.
You get woken up to this creature. One second. Please hold. Almost there. Sorry. Oh, really? Can't establish destination host. 1 second. I'm sorry, guys.
Just that damn goat.
No, the goat got ate by a giant. Oh, fuck.
Oh, no.
It's
Oh, it's a little nightmare.
It's sniffing at your wound. You feel the pressure of its nose getting pushed into the wound as it begins to lick.
1 sec, sir.
And wait, you said I was looking at my friends? How do I not see this?
Don't know. All I know is that it's stealthier than your perception.
Oh, God.
As
That's a
Myth
big
kind
bear.
of gets woke up from this,
Sure. You open up your eyes and you see this creature licking at your wound.
he's gotta go, what the bloody hell? And he's going to like just start like scrambling, like trying to back away real quick from it.
Absolutely.
It's that just natural reaction, like, what the fuck?
It rears up on its hind legs. It's about 6 feet tall when it's on its hind legs.
Oh. Now, I'm guessing I hear it. I see it now.
I mean, yeah. I mean, everyone would have gotten startled awake if you choose to be. I will give you the option of being startled awake, as he did kind of, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I think Talia
I guess-
is out.
As it goes to stand up on its hind legs, I'll try to like scurry further back and stand up out of its.
It kind of opens its mouth and well, actually, it makes this sound as I find one.
Yeah.
Black bears are so cute.
So they're trying to eat your face.
Nah, black bears generally are scared of people more so than
Yeah,
people
black bears are actually more docile.
You're thinking of brown bears, dude.
Black bears are really cute until you're sitting in your hunter stand and it starts climbing your tree.
Yeah, but this one apparently doesn't care because it's trying to eat a dragonborn. Or not dragon.
So this bear is in the camp, guys. What are you guys bickering about?
Asher's gonna wake up and see it and try and... Is there like any sticks that are in the fire that like he could grab?
Yeah.
You know, or like on the edge of the fire that are burning?
100%.
He's gonna grab one and try and wave it like around, trying to scare the bear off and just start yelling like, "Go away, go!" and waving the fucking fire around at it.
Roll me an intimidation
Not
check.
close enough to get hit, but like...
Roll me an intimidation.
Yeah.
Come on, Asher, you got this.
How the fuck do I rolled a nat... Oh, wait, I wasn't supposed to be rolling at advantage. But yeah, rolled a fucking nat 20 and a nat 1.
You wave this
With a
around.
0.
It only seems to startle the bear more as it begins to kind of like flip its claws towards you. It's still on its hind legs, but it's kind of doing that doggy paddle thing in front of it in your direction.
Asher, you're a hunter. Can't you
fucking weapons?
Can't you talk to animals?
I'm tapped on spells. I can't talk to... Wait, hold on. Hold the fucking phone. Yes, I can.
I hear you, Talia.
Hold on.
No. Is there no one killing?
We haven't cast... We haven't had a long rest. No, I can't speak to the fucker yet. God damn it.
Iltama? What about you?
Sure, I'll just run at it and tackle it and choke it out.
Iltama would be picking up a rock and...
If he's only 6 feet tall while standing, he can't be that tough of a bear, right? Doesn't seem that big.
Yeah, definitely not that big.
Sure. I don't know. Fuck it.
Quick question, Frog. When I hit this thing with a rock, will I be able to apply sneak attack?
Fucking rogue.
Yeah, I kind of figured that. He's a rogue investigator.
You know what? I mean, it is currently fending off a hunter that's throwing around a log of fire. I could reasonably be saying it's not focusing on you. I could reasonably say there's a rock around. And I could reasonably say that you are absolutely able to toss it at a sneak attack. So yeah, absolutely.
Okay, do you want me to just take a short bow attack or a dagger attack?
No, this is just a random dex throw. This is an attack of just dexterity plus your roll. And are you proficient in unarmed strikes or any kind of makeshift weapons?
There is an improvised weapon feat, so yeah, this is just straight dex plus roll.
Yeah.
Can I use my action to steady aim?
No.
Okay. All it does is give me advantage on the attack roll. Okay. 13.
13 hits. Roll damage. I believe a rock damage is a D4, or is it a D6?
Depends on how big the rock is.
I do believe unimprovised weapons are a D4.
Yeah, they're D4.
Make it a D4 plus your sneak attack.
Okay. There you go. I just did the dagger because it was
I got
easy.
you. Same thing.
There we go.
Okay. Where do you toss this rock at?
I aim for the side of its head.
You nail this creature on the side of the head really hard. You may have heard a tooth break. The creature stumbles and falls to the floor and then makes its way to his feet and begins to run off into the darkness.
Oh god.
Yeah, get out of here.
Go back to bed, boys. I'll take the rest of this watch. I got enough
Okay.
sleep.
Kane just kind of doesn't fight and just kind of finds a place to lay down and or sit next out. Finds a place to get comfortable and go to sleep.
Absolutely.
I pick up more rocks.
Thalia, you've been praying since the hag den, right? Uh-oh, did we lose Thalia?
Me? Do you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now.
We hear you.
Yeah.
Okay. Thalia's every once in a while she started praying again, but each time those prayers don't get like answered, she just gets a little bit more defeated. And
Absolutely. Everyone sleeps through the night. Thalia, just before you wake up, you find yourself in a darkness. Only you seeing yourself, but almost as if you're not looking through your eyes. Almost as if you're looking at yourself in the third person. There's a candle about 100 yards in front of you.
I walk to it.
As you slowly walk towards this candle, its flame gets redder and redder. Eventually, it turns into a statue of a red horse. It speaks to you in a very feminine voice. What ails you?
I feel as though I have failed in my duties to you and my vows.
What makes you feel that way?
People have seen me without my armor on. I feel like I've lost a part of myself.
Armor is not only worn on the outside.
But I'm so weak and vulnerable. And for this to have happened, I must be a failure.
A true strategist, a true victor in any battle, be it mental or physical, will always have victories and defeats. Every defeat is a lesson to be learned. Every humbling experience makes you stronger. I reiterate, armor is not just worn on the outside.
I nod thoughtfully, but still like ashamed of what has happened. So it's not like I've fully been convinced. It's more like I'm just understanding, and I need time to accept that.
You've only truly failed when you stop fighting. As the voice kind of slowly dissipates into nothingness upon that last sentence. And you wake up.
My eyes just kind of open. And is everybody else waking up? Can I hear that?
Sure. I mean, everyone who wishes to wake up at this point, you're more than welcome to.
If it's morning, yeah, Kane's gonna wake up.
Yeah, I'll sit up and try to just be helpful to the group as best I can. Still not talking really though.
Absolutely. You all gain the benefits of a long rest.
Oh,
Feels good to sleep.
Yeah, it does.
Feeling better, Thalia?
I give a nod, but
Um,
still don't say anything.
Side question on roll 20. I can't remember. How do I just do a long rest for the quick grade?
There's no there's no
Okay,
D&D
so-
Beyond quick button for that. You got to do it
Okay,
all.
and that's all I wanted to double check. Couldn't remember if there was or wasn't.
Yep. Although that would be a nice upgraded feature if they would implement it.
Right?
Yeah, no, that's. I wasn't sure if there was or wasn't, so I just wanted to double check.
Yeah. There's a couple things Roll20 could do to make it better.
You guys wake up. The condensation of the chilly night mixes with the warm air as the sun crests through the canopy. You see condensation on leaves, puddling little bits and droplets of water in sporadic locations on ferns, maple leaves, and the like.
oh God. Well, let's get moving.
Yeah. Let's try and get back to Beaton. Hopefully the town's still there. And we can get aid and figure something out.
Yeah.
All right. You guys gather what belongings you don't have and begin marching westward towards Beaton. An hour passes by. To your right, you see a ditch in the ground.
Do what?
You see a ditch in the ground.
Like drainage.
Oh, this
ditch?
looks familiar.
Yeah, is it the familiar ditch?
Oh.
Absolutely. You see remains of an owl bear. At this point, practically mostly skeleton.
Well, we're getting closer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun memories here.
You press on and continue to march. You make your way to a trail that is also familiar. As soon as it decides to recall all the zone objects,
Hey, that's where we found the snake.
It's where I became Asher the Possum Slayer.
Shit, I just
boy.
realized we lost our snake staff.
We lost our snake, our
Oh,
bag
not
of holding.
Frank.
All of our shit is gone. We don't even have money right now.
Man, I hope Zane's in a giving mood.
Because we need supplies, and we need backup to go handle a fucking hag.
you continue down the path. What's your marching formation here?
I'm
Who's in the front? Who's in the back?
I'm
Thalia's
assuming
in the back.
Okay.
Asher and Iltama are in the front.
Yes. Myth will bring up the rear.
Oh crap! I have turned myself upside down.
I don't even know how you turn yourself upside down on here.
The F key.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I didn't. I was fooling around with my mouse.
You shouldn't have told me this.
But, well, Iltama's dead.
Say what?
It's upside down. I was just like, Altama's dead.
Okay, so if you have a mouse
Whoever
with
keeps
the
flipping my token, quit.
scrolling wheel on it, if you press on the scrolling wheel, it turns your token upside down.
Didn't know that.
This makes it so much easier.
Cool. Okay.
Thalia, since you're last in line, you guys are all walking.
Okay, Asher, quit.
At this
Explain
point,
yourself.
I'm the one bringing up the rear, not Thalia.
I'm not. Someone else was.
Yeah. Mythos.
oh, Myth is in the back. I thought Thalia
Yeah.
was.
She's in the back, but I said I'm the one bringing up the rear deliberately.
Got you. Thalia.
Yeah.
You. Actually, what's your passive perception there, Myth?
Passive perception for me is 11.
Nice. You do not see what's about to happen, even though Thalia is right in front of you.
Okay.
Thalia.
He's too busy checking me out.
Yeah, probably.
No, I'm busy having an argument with myself.
11 or 7?
I'm willing to bet he probably would have noticed if he was checking her out.
Thalia, you feel a poke on your calf muscle.
Hmm.
But it's like it's not like a damaging poke. It's just like as if something's trying to get your attention.
I reflexively lift my leg up and look down.
Damn it, Bambi.
Do I see anything?
Yes, you do.
What?
The picture on the wall.
I don't see the picture.
Ah, bro, you don't have any visual right now?
I have 0 visual.
It's
Wow.
a little.
I am on my phone on Discord right now.
Yeah,
and
give me a
Well,
sec. I'll stream on
Zark
Discord.
Wolf's-
Give me a sec. Give me a sec. I'll
Sorry.
stream on Discord. Yeah. One moment here.
I'm streaming right now. I do believe he sees it.
Sure.
I'm not really sure I can get the stream to go.
Okay. Give me a
You
sec. I'll
see-
screenshot and send it
That's
to
all
you.
right. I'll just verbally draw it out for him. You see a little black creature, humanoid shaped, extremely tiny, about the size, a little taller than, let's say, a pixie would be. Face looks like he's wearing a mask. Hair is wild. Occasional spatterings of leaves on his body, as if he's wearing it as clothes. While he looks at you, his head cocks to the side. He's holding something in his hand.
I stop walking. So Mithra probably that. But I don't think she'd be afraid of it. So I think she's just gonna look at what he's holding.
It is
not take it.
Okay.
Just looking at it. Maybe leaning down or kneeling. Hello?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
We can hear you, Thalia.
Right.
Can you hear me?
I don't think Thalia can hear us.
Hello?
Hello?
I hear you.
Oh,
I hear you. Hello?
We can hear
Hello?
you. You're
Hello?
We can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, he's lag spiking again.
Okay. I'm
I'm
here. I'm here again.
All right. Welcome back.
Yeah,
So-
that's why I'm. Wow.
And he's breaking up.
I'm dying.
All right.
Hello?
Can you hear us now, Thalia?
I hear you. Do you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yes.
So before you break up
Okay.
again, so this creature holds up this kind of like a rock, but it's wrapped in a binding attached to what looks to be it's bound, right? It's got like a string attached to it, and the string looks like it's woven from herbs and plant life from the neighboring area. He touches it to his chest and then holds it up to you with both hands, like a 1-year-old child would hold something up for their mother.
I tentatively reach out to grab it.
You grab it. He steps back 2 miniature steps as you hold on to what looks to be like a necklace. He cocks his head to the side. Now you don't see a face, right? It's just like a mask, like a white mask with no eye sockets, no nose, no mouth. He just kind of cocks his head to the side.
I put it on?
Sure. He claps his hands. You don't hear it because he's so fucking tiny, but he claps his hands. And then he begins, as if he was in an invisible elevator, he just begins to start sinking into the ground. And fucking vanishes in the ground.
Does anything happen when I put the thing on?
Nothing that you can tell yet.
Can I attune while walking?
Sure. No attunement needed. It's a gift.
Oh, okay.
Question is,
all right.
who's the gift
Mind you,
from?
everyone else is still walking. No one realized that you stopped.
Well,
except for Myth.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like I'm behind him, so I guess I stopped when G stopped.
Do you continue walking, Thalia?
Yeah, but I'm studying the necklace.
Absolutely. As
like
you
holding
walk,
it up, so yeah.
Yeah. As you walk, and it looks like this. If you were in roll 20, you'd be able to see it. Unfortunately, you can't. As you walk, you don't see this, but Myth, you look down with your shitty perception. And you see every step that Thalia takes, flowers sprout from her footprints and spread out about 6 inches in each direction of the footprint. Like little yellow flowers. Think sunflowers, things like that. And they spread as she basically, that happens.
What the?
All right.
I guess Miss going to kind of go like, what the hell? How are you doing that? Is he kind of like pays more attention to her feet as flowers are sprouting where she's walking? With my crappy perception.
I spin around and
you see a trail of flowered footprints.
I kind of gasp in awe as the heart of Tafiti sits in my hand.
Yeah, I had a figure. I had a feeling that's what it looked like, but that's not what it is. But yeah, look, it was the closest fucking thing I could find.
I didn't want to say anything.
I know what that thing is. I don't even know what it is.
It's from the Disney movie Moana.
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
I'm shining. Sorry.
I knew it.
Yep. One of the best villain songs Disney's had.
That's great. So what are you gonna do about the footprints?
Great. Yeah. I'm kind of like in awe, but not really sure what to make of it.
I think the Wild Mother. I'm saying this out of character, by the way. I think the Wild Mother's vying for your she needs a champion. And that was her offer to you.
Well, fuck Asher.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Notice me, senpai. Notice me.
Well, some senpais definitely noticing Thalia.
I don't know really what to do about it other than the fact that I'm just kind of impressed by it.
You can continue to walk if you wish. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, I guess I continue to walk.
Yeah, Myth's just going to kind of walk slightly to the side, not to step on the flowers. As like, okay, this is. Interesting.
Yes, for those of
This is
that have
happening.
played Final Fantasy VII, we always follow Aerith's rule: don't step on the flowers.
Fantastic.
We're not in the Feywild. We're not gonna get like fucking destroyed by it.
I don't know. A fairy just gave you a necklace and makes that have flowers pop up wherever you go.
You continue to walk another hour or two. How do you pronounce your name again? New player. Latama, thank you. You recognize this location. You're not that far. Probably about an hour's walk away from town.
Oh. Frog.
Yes, Asher.
Just before we get to town, I'm going to cast Disguise Self on myself to make it look like I have my clothes on.
Oh,
Sure.
You asshole.
Absolutely.
Hold on, let me make sure I can, because I don't have my spellcasting focus right now. Oh yeah, no, just verbal and semantics. All right, I can still cast it. I gotta make a new
Yeah. Rest of us
focus.
got to perform the walk of shame while you get to
Everyone give me a perception check.
look like you have clothes on.
You'll have to roll my perception check.
Yes, sir.
That's
I rolled you a nat 1, buddy. Sorry.
That's okay.
I rolled an 18.
Kane. You smell smoke.
Smoke. Damn it.
Damn it. Yeah, that's
Reen, did you roll a perception for me?
Bam!
That's 20.
Reen,
oh, yeah.
you notice on the trail there seems to be a variety of footprints. They seem to scatter all over this trail. They seem to be heading in the same direction you are. As you kneel down and kind of move some leaves to the side, the footprints are wide enough and big enough for you to put your foot in.
I think we got some orcs ahead of us, guys. They filled this whole trailway up, too, by the looks of it.
I investigate to figure out how many do I think there could be.
With the size of the trail and the amount of footprints that are being stomped on top of with other footprints, definitely looks to be more than enough. Over 10 to 20. Maybe even more. It's hard to tell because, if they were walking single file, if they were shoulder to shoulder, 2x2 formation, who knows? But there's big prints, there's smaller prints. There's a variety of different shapes and sizes. All seem to be heading in that direction.
I'm counting 10 to 20, but possibly even closer to 30.
What do we do now?
All we can do is we have go back to Joe, see what kind of state the village is in.
Yeah.
All right. You walk 30 minutes. The smell of smoke is much more profound. It's not like a thick, deep smoke. It just seems like a smoldering campfire type of smoke, but it seems to radiate almost all around this area.
And seeing the state Beaton's in, I'm not going to cast Disguise Self on myself anymore. Feel like I'm going to need spell slots for other stuff.
Okay. Fantastic. You get closer. You start to see a pillar of smoke rising through the canopy some couple of 100 yards in front of you. No line of sight yet, but if you were to continue down the trail, it would turn or curve, and it would give you full line of sight of the entire town, or at least Main Street.
keep going, and Kane braces himself for the worst.
Yeah, kind of the same for Asher.
I'm going to be hiding in the tree line as we keep walking up.
Absolutely. Roll me a stealth. There you go. Fantastic. Just more for atmosphere, but you see what you remember to be one of the main buildings of town, perhaps a church. You see it burnt out. It's not an active fire, but it's smoldering as if it was in active fire maybe a day or two ago. You don't see anyone in the streets, and you currently hear the occasional screech cry.
Like someone crying out in sadness, or are we talking about
the sounds of oppression?
Oh, okay.
What do you guys want to do?
Thalia's gonna start running into the town.
Yeah, I'll
Don't
follow.
we want to creep in and maybe try to find a weapon on the ground or something? Or
That ain't,
Yeah,
that
that'd be a
ain't
good
the
idea.
Thalia way. That's not the Thalia way.
all right, full send.
That is a good idea. If we look around, can I see any weapons, like a sword or anything?
Do we see any bodies or anything around?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I will give you perception checks if you want to look around or if you're blindly running in. As you run.
I'm looking around.
I'm
Okay.
looking around.
Fucking
Thalia's
shit.
blindly running in.
Shit.
Reen, you out of everyone, I mean, even and Panda would see it too, or Tuna. What's his name again?
Iltama.
Sorry, Iltama. You do see a body or two lying on the ground. It looks like it's been laying there for maybe 2 days. As you run into town, you look down the street, the main street, which cuts through most of town. And I could absolutely put the map on to give you guys a little bit more context. 1 second. So, as you run down Main Street, let's call it, so you're essentially coming kind of, let's call it from this general direction, and there'll be more trees around these parts, but you can look and see into town, and yeah, you'll see orc, hobgoblin, the occasional goblin, some holding villagers at scimitar point as if they're corralling them to a location that you can't see. One woman being kind of hit in the back with the hilt. She falls to her hands and knees crying, and then a hobgoblin comes up and kicks her in the ass, tells her in his own native tongue to get up and get moving. Other buildings can be seen smoldering in the distance.
I have a question.
Yeah.
If I were to, how do you rule out of combat surprise damage?
We could play it by ear.
Okay, second question. Say I wanted to, this is hypothetical. If I wanted to run up and slit somebody's throat with a dagger and they were completely unaware of it, would that be an instant kill?
It could be under the right criterias and the right roles to make it happen.
What if I did it with a cantrip spell?
I don't know about cantrip spell, because magic yields different properties in the physical world. I would say, and I'm not trying to give you an idea here, but let's say you found a piece of timber from the church that was sharp enough to jab into somebody's throat, I would see that more as a realistic possibility than casting a cantrip.
Gotcha. Well then, I think what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to... Well, I mean, I could theoretically run up and snap their neck too, right?
Theoretically. Given the right strength checks.
How close are we to the armor shop? Or the smith
how
shop?
close are we to the store that we had found?
One moment.
I remember there were lots of weapons and armor there. Reen, I like that me and you were on the same page.
You're right. Hold on. Let me... 1 second. That was a question.
I'm just gonna be little.
That was a question that caught me off guard, you assholes. 1 second.
You're welcome.
Me over
Reen,
here
I like
gonna
that
be
we were
David
on the
and
same
Goliath.
page.
You know what? I'm gonna say it would be near the town square, as that would be the most populous. So let's just say this
feeling
building...
it's on the green hand. I think we've been there before.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, I think it's that one.
I think the DM makes the rules, and he said it's on the other side.
Yeah,
of the
it would be by it'd be by town square.
I guess it teleported then. Okay.
And where are the goblins and stuff at in our way?
It seems to be everywhere. I mean, it looks like there's a small green-skinned force here. Maybe a squad, perhaps I'm not gonna say a platoon, but let's just say a small squadron, a raiding force.
Is there any way I could grab one of the goblins with a scimitar and pull it away?
I mean, we could try anything you want, right? You could absolutely try.
I guess what I want to do is I want to grapple a goblin with a scimitar, and I'm going to hold my hand over its mouth and pull it out of sight so that nobody can see us.
I mean, sure. Can you hold on a second? Let's handle this one piece at a time. So, Thalia, absolutely. So right now, here's the situation. You guys are charging into town. No one has seen you yet, luckily. But there are greenskins in the streets, and they do occasionally look up and down the streets. So you tell me how you wish to approach this, and then we can go from there.
Well, I'm not wearing any chainmail anymore.
Correct.
So I shouldn't have a disadvantage on stealth checks. Not that I would have very good ones, but I guess I'd be trying to duck in between buildings and try to get, maybe if there's a goblin patrolling somewhere in such a way that I could duck behind a building, and then as it walks past I grab it and
okay
do what I want to do.
Let's roll you a stealth check, and while this is happening, now we can go on to Asher. What's your plan here, and so we can all execute this at the same time?
Yeah, and sorry, I was more thinking out loud. I wasn't trying to interrupt. I was thinking about maybe grabbing Kane and Reen and see if we can sneak towards the shop, and I was trying to map out a way to get there.
Okay.
With cover, kind of coming around. Is we're right in here where my orange hand is, right? Or where are we at?
You're
roughly?
coming in from that direction, so yeah, I guess if you need a physical starting point, let's just say. And once again, the map is not necessarily a scale thing, right? So let's just say you're generally in this circle area.
All right, then kind of snaking our way this way, kind of sneaking back way, coming in the back to the store. If that makes sense, yeah. So we're here.
I get what you're saying.
So I was thinking,
it's coming along this back street, basically.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, except not along the street, more behind the houses. And stuff.
And that was Kane, Asher, and Reen. Is that correct?
Or whoever wants to come with us. But yeah. We need weapons.
Kane will go with them, but he we can see the group of people that they have chained up over here, correct?
No one's chained up that you can see. They're being ushered someplace.
Okay. As they're being ushered, I would like to try and see if I can see Zine among them.
Okay, so that's what you'll do as you're walking and you're hiding with everyone else. What's Myth doing during this time?
I was gonna say if everyone but Thalia is going towards that way, I'll hang back with Thalia.
Okay. Roll me a stealth check with Thalia. Thalia, by the way, you rolled a nat 20.
Hey.
22, but I don't have the heavy armor.
Okay, yep, you're right. 22 it is. All right, cool.
Nat 20 and a dirty 20.
And Thama, what are you doing?
I'm going with them, and I'm gonna help them kill some orcs with rocks.
So you're going with the people towards the store, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna do this in 2 phases here. Let's start off with Myth and Thalia. As you guys kind of duck with next to a one of the shacks there, behind some fence line and some shrubbery, and you wait. Let's see what creature does walk past you. 1 second. All right, D6. And number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So a goblin does not walk past you, but
Walk past us.
an orc, a standard old orc, grunts as he's walking past.
What
tall is
type
it
of armor
compared
is
to
it
me?
wearing?
What kind of armor is it wearing, and how tall is it?
Yeah.
It's a medium-sized creature, so let's just say as tall as you, maybe a little bit taller. And it has like patchwork hide armor on. It looks to be woodland creatures mostly.
Okay,
Like a thick, like maybe
no,
some black
Yeah,
bear.
I just see if it was like metal or leather armor was all.
So Thalia is 6'3", so could
Damn,
I
girl's
take him?
tall.
I didn't know she was that tall. Jesus.
Yeah.
Her and Ash are the same height. Cool.
All right, what are you gonna do, Thalia?
Does it look like I can take him?
I can't tell you that.
I'm gonna attempt to grapple him.
Okay. I'm going to give you advantage on your roll since you are hidden with a nat 20 behind some shrubbery and a fence line. This creature is in the road. As you take 3 steps to get behind him, leaving a trail of flowers in your path, in your wake. I'm assuming I'm rolling this for you as well?
Yeah.
All right, that would be your athletics or acrobatics. You're better at athletics, so we'll go that first. You rolled a 23. The orc will use its athletics to struggle back at disadvantage. So,
and I'm holding my hand over its mouth too.
Gotcha. So you kind of do this. You put your right arm around the back from behind. You kind of put him in a chokehold, and you use your left hand. You cover him, and you basically like shh, 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 and you bring him to the floor. He's struggling a whole bunch. Myth, what are you doing?
I'm going to run over, or I say run over, get over next to Thalia, and I'll do Shocking Grasp.
Okay.
Well, no, I said because how it works is if it succeeds, they can't take any do any reactions at all. Period. Until the next turn.
Roll your attack.
I guess yeah.
I believe it's a touch attack.
Yep. Yeah. So
This creature is currently grappled, so disadvantage on him. 1 second.
Yeah.
With a 12, you touch your hand to this creature's chest, and a sound of crackling energy radiates the area, and everyone within a block will make a perception check.
Would it really make that much sound if it's a touch spell? Because it'd be more like static. It's not thunder, it's lightning, and it's a touch. It's literally shocking him, like a defib.
It's more of a taser.
Yeah.
So I'm rolling perceptions. Okay. So this creature takes how much damage? 5?
Yeah.
You hear it muffled yell under its muffled mouth. It is his turn. He's going to try to break the grapple. Against.
Can't take any reactions.
Against.
It's its turn.
It continues to struggle and doesn't break your grapple, Thalia. What are you going to do?
I'm going to attempt to try and snap his neck.
Okay. I'll just make that a straight strength. With an 8, you try to twist and choke, but his muscle under his neck is just a little too firm for you at the moment. Myth, what are you doing?
I don't have anything. Sorry, I'm sitting here. I guess the only other damaging thing I have is just a shock.
Gouge his eye out.
You're not in the area,
Yeah.
Fate. Shush.
I guess I'll kind of direct over Thalia. We need to get out of the streets. As I kind of like try to help Thalia hold on to him and like gesture, kind of like to drag him off to the side.
Sure.
In the
Yeah.
street.
Sure. You grab his legs, I'm guessing?
Yeah. I'll help Thalia like drag him off while we're straining him off the street.
Fantastic. And you grab his legs. I'll make it a free grab because he's currently grappled and struggling. So why don't you roll me a basic athletics as well, just to give me a DC check on it. But it's going to be a severe disadvantage for me. Yeah, you grab him. Easy. Sweet. So he's grabbed by his legs and knees while he's struggling. He's going to try to break the grapple. Oh my god, he ain't doing well at all as he struggles muffled, trying to alert his friends. Thalia's turn.
Alright, I guess since the snapping isn't gonna work, I'm gonna tighten my chokehold around his neck and clamp my... Make sure to like move my hand up so that my...
Cover his nose too?
Fingers are closing the nose, yeah.
Absolutely.
And I'm just holding him down.
Sure thing. What are you gonna do, Myth?
Help action.
Yeah, I guess I'll help Thalia. I guess. I assume we have him like on the ground right now.
Yeah, you guys are all three of you are literally kind of rolling around.
So I guess I'll
Naked.
move over.
Oh.
So I'll move over to get like kind of
What
get
is
onto his chest and like driving my knee and my shin into like his throat. Try to
Absolutely.
put all my weight onto that. There's.
Put your
Thalia, like-
give me a strength check there, Myth.
Yep. Hey.
You hear a slight crunch as you feel like his collarbone just gave out. Roll d6 for me.
Okay, 1 sec. Where's d6? Dos.
The creature begins to wiggle, but significantly reduced in strength. Thalia.
I'm just holding him.
Myth.
Nothing but dreams.
Are we killing this thing? Or are we going to? What are we doing? As I'm like trying to keep myself in place, looking at Thalia.
I don't say anything. I'm just focusing on holding him down and trying to keep him as quiet as possible.
Absolutely.
Okay, yeah, I guess I'll
This
just.
creature's gonna make one more attempt. Nope. Fucking A. I rolled a 3. So give me another flat strength there, Myth, as your knee is still on his throat. Oh my god. Another pop, and the creature goes limp in Thalia's hands.
I let go and kind of like wipe my hands on the ground, I guess, like disgusted. And I'm gonna loot him for weapons.
One
I guess
javelin,
his armor too.
one javelin, one great axe, and hide armor.
I don't want the armor. I'm just gonna take the axe and the javelin.
Yeah.
Can I use the javelin as a melee weapon?
Yes, you can use the javelin as a melee weapon.
If I may.
Mhm.
Actually,
Okay, I just want to say this. I'm kind of scared of the shaved head lady who I would
The
like to
fucking
point out that is
Amazonian
not a very
lady?
good shave job.
Yeah.
So she looks like a crazy ass woman naked with a great axe. That kind of scares me.
That
I'm
plants
kinda looking-
flowers as she walks.
The plant flowers as well. I'm scared. Like,
I'm gonna look over at Thalia and kind of ask her, "Do I see the javelin?" As I kind of ask for it.
I hand it over to him.
Okay.
You do
so. With the javelin, because I had this already slot up, I'm going to do use the fuse and do returning weapon.
You do that after a long rest.
we've already had a long rest, and I can do it.
Yes,
if I haven't used the slot,
you
I can
activate
apply
it. You activate it as you finish your long rest, which means you cannot initiate until your next long rest.
That's if you want to change them out. If you haven't used one, you can use it. All right, yeah, no, I'll go with that. But yeah, okay, never mind then. I'll just take the javelin then.
Yep, absolutely.
Damn it, I wanted to use the javelin.
All right, so we're gonna pan the camera away from that fence line as you guys begin to roll this orc into the bushes behind the fences and try to make him obscure. The camera is going to fly across town into the streets down the way there. The 4 remaining people, give me stealth checks, please.
Before we do that, I had an idea.
What's up?
I can disguise myself. I was going to say I could make myself look like a hobgoblin, have them just hide, and I try and just walk to there because I'll look like a fucking hobgoblin.
Sure.
Well, I was gonna try and ask the group if they think that's a good idea.
No. Unless you speak Goblin.
I do speak Goblin.
He does speak Goblin.
I'm fluent in Goblin, and I can disguise myself to look like one of those little fuckers. I could look like a hobgoblin, and either have y'all as my.
Are hobgoblins medium? I'm just curious.
Yeah, they're medium.
Okay. Yeah, well, I can change my size by 1 foot up or 1 foot down.
Okay.
Too. And my idea was I can make myself look like a goblin, and either I can just walk over there and try and grab some weapons for us, or I can lead y'all there as looking like y'all are my prisoners.
I want to be seen by them.
And 16. Yeah. See, I rolled a stealth check, dude. My stealth was 16. What do y'all think of that idea?
Maybe I should be your prisoner because my stealth sucks.
Yeah.
Well, you can't make a plan based on your perception of your own stealth rolls. That's metagaming.
Yeah. But no, I could have 1 or 2 of y'all as my prisoner, someone else sneaking along, or I can try and have all 3 of you as my prisoners. Let's be naked. Let's be honest. We're all naked. What do y'all think? It gives us a chance if we're
things
caught.
and people that see me like this, the better.
Yeah. So are you indifferent about it, Iltama?
I would prefer not to be seen. I will sneak along the road.
All right.
I know these roads.
What do y'all think?
It looks like they're gathering prisoners in one place. You'd have to have a pretty convincing story while we're not with the rest of the prisoners.
True. Do y'all want me to make myself look like a hobgoblin in case we get spotted? I can act like I found y'all?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I'll do. So I'm going to cast Disguise Self.
Link it.
And make myself look. I just linked it. And yeah, so I've cast Disguise Self. Oh, linked it twice. Sorry. So yeah, I now look like a hobgoblin with some hide armor and like a sword at my side.
You said hide armor and a sword?
Or whatever, like yeah, medium leather armor or something, like just leather armor. Sorry, I forgot hide armor is heavy armor, isn't it? But yeah, just like some leather armor and or like chainmail and like Apache chainmail and like a short sword at my side or something.
Okay.
And,
Alright, you start walking down the street as a hobgoblin.
Well, no, I'm not walking down the street as one. We're still sneaking along. I'm just disguised myself to look like a hobgoblin, so that way if anyone finds us, I can be like, hey, what are you guys doing? And act like I just found these fuckers.
Alright, as you guys attempt to stealth down the road, you kind of cross over the backyard of somebody's home. You scrape through some bushes and you kind of stay low to the ground, sneaking around, espionage style. You look both ways down the road. You see a team of hobgoblins making their way west, and a goblin walking east past them. You hear them kind of, as they pass, sharing a few words. Some screams can be heard deeper in town yet again. Almost like the sound of a cracking whip, maybe.
Can I hear what the goblins are talking about?
Sure. Basically bragging about how easy this town was taken over, and they only had one true fighter, and that didn't last that long, things of that nature. They continue to march. You all duck and cower behind the home, telling each other to shh. Whoever's leading the pack is kind of doing hand signs of saying, be quiet, get down, that kind of stuff. The goblin walks past, and on the other road, another goblin shows up. This one looks a little different. This one is wearing a sort of a triangle hat that covers and kind of has holes out of the side that comes over his ears, wearing long flowing robe, and it tends to, it's kind of like skipping around, speaking in goblin. This looks like he's barking orders to the already passerby goblin. That goblin responds and begins to move to a different location hastily back into town. This goblin with the triangle hat on and the robes looks at your direction. Everyone give me another stealth check. That's on that house, those four.
Nat 20. Hell yeah.
Force.
How do I roll without the heavy armor on?
It doesn't matter. We're taking.
You have to unequip it.
It doesn't really matter because you're rolling 2 dice, so you don't have disadvantage with your heavy armor because you're naked, so you're taking your 5. As this creature, this fancied goblin, looks in your direction, Fate, you try to put your head back behind the wall, and inadvertently you knock over like a potted plant, clay, and then back into Kane, making a little bit of noise. This creature slowly starts walking in that general direction. Uses a mage hand, and you could see the bushes that you're hiding behind slowly begin to get pushed with it, like as if he's using his mage hand to push the leaves back. You have one reaction. This creature is maybe about 25 feet away.
I'll step out from like around the corner from where the thing was and just tell it in goblin, fucking gopher holes. I tripped.
In goblin, it responds. What are you doing back here? That's not your post.
I was looking.
Why are you out of uniform?
I was looking for other goblins, or for other people. I didn't mean to say goblins. That was no, that was me fucking up and out of character.
I'm the only goblin you need to know.
Yeah. I was looking for other humans.
We've already checked this quadrant. You should be at your post. By Gromsh, I swear, I will tell the superiors.
Asher, tell the goblin he has a fat ass and what his pronouns and that's what his pronouns are.
No. Where do you want me to go to?
Where you are supposed to be.
Okay, I'll head that way. And I'm gonna start walking towards the store. Still.
Your post is not that way, it's that way!
No, I was told to go this way.
By who?
I don't remember. There was a lot of stuff going on when we were raiding. I was looking for loot.
Give me a deception check. Hey, you're gonna make charisma based. Oh my god.
I was gonna just attack it and get the
dude.
Well, it's distracted right now. You can definitely
You will not believe me.
Roll a natural 1.
Please tell me you rolled a natural 1.
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
So, well, get to it then. Hurry up. We're going to be...
Wait. Oh, out of character. Aren't hobgoblins in charge of goblins? Shouldn't I be bossing him around?
It almost sounds like I get to control that.
Okay. I was just curious. All right. So yeah, I'll start walking And like, once I get a little bit of ways, I'll look over my shoulder to see if he keeps moving on.
Well, the Nilbog will continue to walk deeper into town, catching up to those 2 hobgoblins from before. So, for the record, those hobgoblins and the Nilbog, now that you know what it is currently walking this way. They're currently walking this way.
We're going this way.
Yeah, we're going this way.
All right.
Once I see they get clear, I'm gonna try and go back to my friends. I don't fucking know. No, I'm just gonna keep walking to the store. I'm just gonna keep walking to the store, and if anyone asks me the goblin in the pointy hat, he knows I'm going this way.
Absolutely. Another hobgoblin is marching down the road and is about to pass you shoulder to shoulder. Oh, go ahead.
Okay. I was just gonna say I'm gonna make sure he doesn't hit me, because if he hits me, he can find out the illusion is fake.
Okay, you kind of slide to the side a little bit, giving him some space.
And I'll ask him, any good loot?
What are you asking him?
I'm gonna ask him in the good loot. I'm gonna ask him in Goblin if he had any good fights.
Well, yes, I was there when we took the mage out. It was my blade that stabbed her in the leg.
Is she dead or is she still alive?
She's not dead yet, but Golbog, he's gonna take care of it.
Well, I don't want to miss that. And I'm gonna keep walking with ideas of I'm gonna kill these motherfuckers now.
Sure. That hobgoblin continues to walk towards where the rest of your group is, so we're gonna leave you there. You 3 behind the house, what are you doing?
Well, can I use my 16 stealth check to move along?
Absolutely.
Can we just go in the house and see if there's a weapon in it?
Sure, you can absolutely go in the house.
Yeah, at least try and find some clothes.
Okay. Are you going in the house too, Thama? Or Thama, what the fuck? Thama?
I'm gonna follow along with the hobgoblin, air quotes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we know is that goblin in range to see us? Are we gonna get detected going in?
I mean, this hobgoblin's kind of on the road. You guys are kind of in the backyard. So there is a door in the backyard as well as a window that's easily scalable, if you wish. Before we get to you guys, then let's stick with Thelma real quick. Let's give him a few moments here. You are still stealth as far as you can tell, as this hobgoblin gets ready to turn the corner.
Okay. So, did we make it to the shop or no?
No, you're still very much in this area.
Okay.
Oh God. We're. Oh God. Oh.
Trying to. Okay. I guess I'll just wait for our turns to continue on towards the shop.
Okay. The other two, you make your way into the home. Gingerly. It's a home. It seems to have been tossed as the table is flipped upside down. There's pots and pans on the floor. Utensils. A rocking chair smashed. Pictures that were on the mantle have been flipped across the room, shattered glass. Bedroom with dressers in it. Articles of clothing on the floor. Bed sheets torn around.
The clothing on the floor.
Yeah, so let's put some clothes on.
Will it fit us?
I mean, yeah. I mean, for Reen, it might be too big. For Kane, it might be slightly snug. It's not going to be perfect, but it's clothing.
Hey. Are there boots and everything?
Sure, absolutely. What size boot are you?
About 11 and a half.
These, and I rolled a d20. These are 9s.
It'll be tight.
Ranger's gonna get a shirt and some pants on. And are these utensils happen to be a knife?
Yes, it is reasonable enough to say that there's absolutely the equivalent of a steak knife on the ground. Sure.
Let's grab me pants, a shirt, and a steak knife. Let's go.
And there's no armor or anything, or like not even leather armor.
Negative. You do see a walking stick.
Beating somebody with a walking stick.
Nah, Kane's good with his fist.
All right. You guys look out of the front window and you see Thama out across the street, as if he's like, "What the fuck's taking you guys so long?"
We sneak out of the house and just kind of let's go.
Okay. You catch up to your teammate. You all see Asher's hobgoblin form making his way closer and almost to your target destination. Everyone that's behind Asher, give me another stealth check.
Woo!
I'm just waiting on Thama. There you go. Look at you.
Jesus.
It's a lot of nat 20s today, kid.
The dice gods decided to bless me today.
Got a dirty 20 for that stealth.
You make your way hidden, jumping between bushes. Alligator crawl behind some high grass. Duck away from prowling eyes. Fate, give me a perception check. Nice. The house that you just went past, you swear you heard some whimpering.
Hey guys, there's someone in this house. Maybe we should check it out. There a window we can peek through?
100%.
Let's peek it.
You stand up and peek into the home, and you hear roof, 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 as it looks like a dog seeing a person for the first time in about a day and a half is excited to see you. Continuing to bark.
My character gets the hell away from the house.
Yeah, let's run away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, it sounds like me whenever I bark at new people.
As you walk away from this house stealthily, or at least attempt to, you hear the hobgoblin turning around and heading to that house. At this point, you're out of line of sight as you kind of charge down the street a little bit, almost to your target location. After about standing still for a minute or two, you hear,
poor dog.
There goes Fido.
all right, you guys make it to the store.
Was it a golden retriever?
Doberman.
Oh.
Is there a way to
All
get
right.
inside? Like, is there a back door or anything?
Absolutely.
Does it look like it's been like smashed in?
It does.
I'm gonna go inside and see if I can see anything, like any weapons or anything still there.
You'd see a shambled mess, but yes, there seems to be some lower grade weaponry in this area.
I'm looking for some type of bow and arrows or bolts, something.
I would reasonably say there's the mundane versions of whatever you just said. But yeah, you can absolutely have your pick of the litter here.
Is
So I
there
can
any
get a-
armor?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want longbow, some arrows, the quiver arrows, and maybe some armor.
There's
I'm not too greedy.
There's like the equivalent of mannequins that are knocked onto the floor. They seem to be stripped of their armors, but what you do see is a bunch of hide armors thrown on the ground, almost as if someone got an upgrade and they're just leaving their hide armor on the ground.
Is hide medium armor or is that heavy armor?
I think it's medium.
It's medium. Fuck yeah! Then I'm gonna try and slip into some hide armor.
Same.
Hide armor is an AC of 12, and it's considered medium armor.
Okay, yeah, I was just looking at that. So I'll be 12 plus my 2.
Yep, you could do your math on your own. That's fine.
Is there a shield?
Let's find out. Is there a shield? Yes, there's a shield. 3 to be exact.
Kane will grab a shield. And is there a longsword?
Let's find out. Yes, there's a longsword. 3 of them.
Kane will grab, after putting on the hide armor, Kane will grab a shield and a longsword.
Absolutely.
Is there an
extra shield for Reen?
Yeah, there was 3 shields altogether, so.
I'm gonna get a shield, longsword, and hide armor as well.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, were there any like short swords or like? Yeah.
With short swords? Yes. 6 of them.
All right, I'm gonna take a short sword and put it on my hip, the quiver arrows over my back, and my hide armor on, and a longbow.
All right. Hold on. Let me roll for the longbow. I just want to make sure because I know there's bows. There aren't longbows. There's only short bows.
Then I'll take a short bow. Then.
Okay.
I can use either one.
Okay.
Let me just add a short bow to
All right.
Is there any just normal clothes I can put on?
I'm sorry. Say again.
Is there any just normal clothes I can find in the?
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I need
blacksmith
clothes too.
There's no clothes here. This is not a clothes shop, but there are linen in here that you could probably whip up some sort of a toga.
Question.
Alrighty, I'm throwing toga style.
Is there another pair of boots in there?
Yeah.
Sure. There's boots here. Leather boots. Size, not a size 2. Size 13 and... No, not a size 20. Well, not a size 1. And a size 10.
Kane will switch out his current 9 boots and put on the size 13s. Oh, and wiggles his toes around. Never, ever walk in a pair of boots too small for you.
I'm gonna, before I put on the armor, I'm kind of gonna follow Iltama's thing and make a toga if I can, and then put my armor on, or at least like a kilt to cover up the jewels.
I'm gonna say while you guys scrounge around in here and get your generic weapon sets, let's say it takes you about 30 minutes to do so. Occasionally you duck behind the counters as guards walk past, hobgoblins, orcs, goblins of the like, as they walk past. We're gonna pause you guys there. Let's go to the naked chick. What are you guys doing?
She ain't naked anymore. She got hide armor. I'm the naked one.
Oh no, she didn't put on the armor.
So, do I understand what this necklace does?
I mean, it's pretty obvious, I would say. You're welcome to roll like.
So it just does the flower thing.
As far as you can tell, yeah.
See, that's what I'm asking. Like,
are you proficient in Arcana?
It doesn't require. No.
I am.
I mean, you're welcome to make an Arcana check.
I hold the necklace up to Mithrax and like.
Yeah. I mean, yeah,
give him a look like, do you know what this does?
Yeah, I guess I'll kind of like hold it while it's around your neck, kind of in front of you a little bit in Arcana. 17?
One moment. I'm trying to. I had my.
I do believe it was 10, 15, 20, and then 25 scales what you know.
Yeah, I know, but I'm trying to find my actual post here because I'm trying to implement that as a new way of doing it. I can't find it. I should have fucking put it in the other location.
I think 15 is where you just discern like some of the magical abilities of like what.
Well,
nature
with a
could do.
17, I'm going to say this, and you're proficient in Arcana. It looks to be a gift from the Chingwa. It looks to just bless the person's feet with whatever's happening. It seems like it doesn't seem much more powerful than the ability to sprout flowers upon footsteps.
Okay.
I'll just kind of relay that as the simplicity here. Yeah, I'll just relay that same information over Thalia.
I nod, and I guess I stand up and peek around the corner, because we're kind of in like an alley between buildings or something, right?
Yeah, you're like behind bushes, behind the side of a house.
Okay, so I want to peek out and check the street, see just get a feel for the surroundings.
Same setup. Occasionally you'll see guards walking by, sometimes in twos, sometimes 3 goblins, sometimes just an orc. It's really sporadic. There seems to be no real symmetry to it. Yeah, so it's more of a game of chance at this point. Out of character, it is a game of chance. I'll roll a die.
Okay. Then I guess with the great axe in hand, I'm gonna start moving up the street to find more green skins to kill.
I'll
Because
follow
my heart's
suit.
pumping and I'm ready to go.
Absolutely. Roll stealth checks for me, please.
I did not say stealthy.
I know, but I did. So
Okay.
roll
Okay.
stealth checks.
All right. Then you'll have to roll for me then.
I got 23.
Dang, Mithrax.
Okay.
Well, it's kind of fitting.
You make your way
As white as a bowl.
towards, you're not obviously being careless. You're not being stupid, I'm guessing. So you're kind of taking some sort of attention to what you're doing as you seek out your next prey. The angle you take as you cross over a yard into the next side street, you're able to see down Main Street clearly as your line of sight isn't impeded. There seems to be a decent amount of green skin in your field of view, but they have not seen you yet. What you do see, remember that table where that dude got stapled to it?
Yeah.
On top of that table, you would see... Second. As Thalia takes notice of this, Asher, you peek out the front window, looking in the opposite direction down Main Street, looking up towards that table. And you would also see this almost simultaneously as Thalia.
What are we seeing?
Working on it. Oh,
Oh, okay.
come on. Failed image, you whore. Okay, well, I'm not going to take the time to search for it. What you see is Zine in stockades with a dagger sticking out of her leg, swollen eye, busted lip, gagged, unable to move, full-on prisoner mode, head stuck in a big block of wood with her hands, with a orc in front of her, yelling at her in Goblin. This orc is wearing a kind of like a horned goat helmet with spikes down the vertical middle, missing an eyeball, grunting towards Zine. holding a large spear that seems to be like double bladed, so like it goes up in one half moon and the other side like a half moon, or a crescent moons rather, on two sides, pointing it directly at her, and then he uses the flat end of it to lift her chin up, forcing her to stare at his face. And that's where we're gonna end our segment tonight, guys.
No!
Oh, damn it! No!
Damn it!
No!
Damn it!
How far away are they?
From Thalia, I'll give you this, maybe about 150 feet, maybe a little bit more. I'm paraphrasing here, so bear with me. From the store, 50, 60 feet. But I will tell you that there are at least 10 other militants on the Main Street area, in that area. But that'll be tonight's session, guys.
Ah!
Damn it.
Oh, God.
This has been...
It's a pretty intense night.
Just a wee bit.
You know what's the most funny thing, dude? We've never come back to town like after a completed mission, dude, because now all the evidence that we collected is not even with us.
Yeah, we don't have anything now.
We've come back empty-handed.
Well, I think the town knows we kind of fucked up the orc camp.
What happened to Alan?
Oh, he was the pig that got slaughtered earlier. You didn't know that. Well, he didn't know that. He wasn't here last session. So yeah, he got turned into a pig.
And then
did 2 people get turned into pigs?
Yes, Myth did as well, but he got unpolymorphed.
And Kane, you should have asked for our shit back.
That was not in Kane's mind at the time. Kane's mind was like, I gotta get y'all out of here, and he was pretty much ready to agree to just about anything.
I got rocks and a lot.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm excited to listen to the stream tomorrow.
I don't want to wait another week for this.
The hag never said they had to be humans.
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
It's true. She just said young.
The hag never said they had to be humans.
True. She just said they had to be young.
We're bringing her orc children.
So, out of character, I would like to point out that goblins have a short lifespan and mature early on in their age. And
we're not talking about
easily to
orcs.
detain.
We're not talking about goblins. We're talking about orcs.
Yeah, but goblins are easier to detain and transport. Out of character.
Orcs are easy to detain and transport too if you shoot them in the knee with arrows.
I certainly was able to detain one fairly well.
You never said unharmed.
And Mithrax, quit going into fucking houses that aren't actually elves.
I should know.
If you see the elvish lady start disemboweling an orc and eating its tongue, odds are you don't want to go in there.
I like to point out that I didn't see her disemboweling orc. I just saw her with a pig.
But we did tell you that they weren't elves. That we were sure they were witches. And you're just like, nah, it's cool.
Frog? Frog said we saw her disembowel an orc and eat its tongue.
So a couple announcements before I get out of here, guys. But I first of all, I want to say that I really enjoyed this session. I hope you guys did too. Definitely a grittier session. One that I don't think I'll forget. This was fun. Okay, so a couple of housekeeping items, and I'll get out of here. Let me kill my stream first because I'd rather keep my announcements